Boo. Good evening. Hello. I forgot to refill my water. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back soon. One. Okay, I've got water now. I'm back. Me signing in. Good evening. Hello. Oof. Let me get my... I'm cold. I need to put on a thing. How are we today? I was trying to gargle like some... I don't know if this is particularly effective. Because I have a sore... I don't really know what the sore throat is from. But I was gargling some like cough medicine. It's really awkward for me to like lean backwards, so I always have to just like press, like put my head up against like a wall. So like, what's the word? To like ground myself. Because I'll probably fall over if I just tilt even a little bit backwards. Yes, I'm that unathletic. Hello, welcome to another Ace Attorney stream. What's new? Hello Mesla. Hello Cooker Castle. It's Edgy Poo time. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Edgy Poo again. I miss him so much. Okay. Where is the game? I haven't opened it at all, so I'm very much expecting the sound to just like blast in my ear. So if I have any visceral reaction, it's because of that, alright? Investigations collection. Do excuse any voicing that I do today. Because of my throat. I'm a little bit reluctant to try and use like 100% of my voice today. I'll try my best. Thankfully. I'm pretty sure at the start there's not many like intense voices, so it's okay. Actually no, this is Investigations 2. Never mind, I don't remember the start of Investigations 2. Ah, oh, shit, never mind. I remember 1 the most. Oh dear. Well, I mean, it's like half a blind playthrough, so we'll do our best. Oh my god, there's so many things to click through. Oh my god, the music! Let me get it off for you guys. Do you hear it? Can you hear it on stream? Oh my gosh! Why is it so banger? Holy shit, let me turn it down a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it's kinda loud. There's the arranged, the original. Well, we got arranged, of course. Okay, so let me... I need to full screen this first before I can put it up on screen. Hold on. For some reason, it's 1280 by 720. I don't know what's up with that. Oh? Click. Drag. Oh, I wonder what this would be like playing on the... with a controller, huh? It will be slightly different. I guess we'll see. Oops! Don't do that. calm down. Okay. Let me put it up on screen. Can you see it? Cough syrup. Oh yeah, cough syrup, not cough medicine. Cough medicine you would drink, sorry. Yeah, no, you're right. No, you're right about that. I don't to be a doctor, trust me. I don't know why I thought cough medicine to gargle. I mean, medicine is quite a broad term, you know? No, I was meant to, yeah, say cough syrup. But it's not, now that you say that, I haven't taken any cough medicine because it's not really that I'm coughing or anything, it's just a sore throat, so I don't know. It just feels a bit strained. Please, you've got all of the Long backstories, you even know what the fuck is going on at the start. I remember it when I see it. I don't have like horrible enough memory where I completely forget about like anything I've done in the past. I'm only doing 2 today. We talked about this. I've made my decision, man. It's too late for me to back out now. The thumbnail of the stream's been made. I can still change the title, but I'm too lazy now. But rest assured, you'll come to mind. Increase music volume. On stream, I'm assuming it's... Because for me, it's like loud as fuck. So if I go any louder than this, then I'm gonna have to like turn down like the volume for everything. So I'm assuming on stream it's a bit quiet. So let me turn it up. I hope this isn't too loud. Oopsie. Is this okay? I've went up to 21. I'm not supposed to gargle any medicine. That's why I said medicine. It's like a broad term. But technically speaking, most medicine you are supposed to just consume. I get it. We get it. Okay. All right. I was meant to say cough syrup. That's the end of story. Let's stop this. My credibility as a lawyer is going down. If I act any more dumb, it's gonna be over for me. I'm gonna be fired on the first day. You don't have terrible memory. What did you eat for lunch on last Thursday? How is that a smart way of like testing someone's memory? It's not just me. Most people wouldn't fucking remember what they ate for lunch last Thursday. But if you really want me to trace back, if it was on a Thursday... Oh shit, if it was on Thursday, I don't think I ate lunch. Well, usually our Thursdays are quite busy, so I might, like, some days I actually don't eat lunch. And end up just eating, once I get home from work. Well, that worked out. Didn't really need to remember anything. Gargle cough syrup either? Is that what you call it? I don't know what the English term is then. What's the thing that you're supposed to gargle? Cough. Like, what do you call it? Is it just like a... What is it? Gargle something? throat gargle? That sounds weird. Okay. Let me... Usually I have pretty low, but there may be a time where I switch it to none. Just because... I have really bad reading. Vibrations on... screen shaking on... This should be fine. This doesn't really give me motion sickness. Vibration is gonna be a little bit sad because I don't have a controller to play with. I can try the switch thing again, but I'll be honest, it just makes me more confused sometimes. I do prefer the experience more though. We'll see. If I switch it like between streams while going through the game, it's because I want to change the pace. But yes, I'm the kind of person that prefers pixel art over anything, but because it kind of messes with my eyes a little bit, that it's a pixel sprite against like a flat higher quality like image behind it, I'm going to opt out against this. But the second reason why I'm opting out against this is because I've already technically played both Investigations game, so I'm too used to the pixel art. So if anything, we're gonna experience the full newer version of the game. So high quality, everything. His hair color's changed, look at it. It's like a warmer tone over the cooler one in the old game. Look at that. This is the one we're choosing today. Yeah. Can we look at... Hold on. I'm curious. What does the gallery look like? Contains spoilers. I don't know. I just wanted to see what it looks like. Wait, I like how it's... Oh, that's so cute. The little things on the side. The little icons. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, they've got everything. Good. And you can use this as like a player too. Like you can in Great Ace Attorney. Oh, we love to see it. Very good. Very good. Water with salt in it, I don't know. Isn't that for like other things? But no, we have like this gargle at home. Something. I don't know. It's really effective, but like I don't know if it's gonna help with the sore throat that I have at the moment. Any medicine that must be gargle, I just gargle during brushing my teeth. There's like this, it's for like colds and stuff. So if you have like really bad coughs or like something is like usually sore, right, in your throat or whatever, there's like a gargle thing that you can buy and then you use it to like relieve like pain temporarily in your throat. And it helps a lot for me whenever I have like coughs and stuff. Oh well. Hopefully it does its job for today to help me last through the stream. That's all I really care about. Because I don't know if it's gonna properly help me. But we'll see. Okay, so today, Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. I'm a bit nervous, not gonna lie, because I don't remember how the start of the game goes. Like, Investigations 1, I remember like pretty clearly. Does this... Actually, I guess we'll see. Doesn't this start in like the room or something? Because I played these like pretty close to each other. Not gonna lie. So a lot of like the memories that I have for both of them are merged together. And also, spoiler warnings, I guess. The story kind of like follows like through to each other. Kind of similar how the Great Ace Attorney played out. And so that's why the stories merged a little bit in my game. Fuck! In my mind. I'm reading new game and thinking I should probably start by now and stop rambling. I ended up messing up my words. Okay, with that, we're going straight into new game. So, for those that don't know, I've already played Investigations 2, but I did not, you know, I haven't played the official one at all. I've only ever played the fan-made one. So this is like half blind playthrough. I say half because 25% of that is like experiencing a lot of the characters' official translations for the first time, and the other like 25% being miyuu with questionable memory. I haven't forgotten everything. It's more that if you want me to like relay everything that's happened in the game, it's been 2 years and it's not at the top of my head, so I'm not gonna remember. It'll come to me as we go, and that's the fun in it, okay? Okay. Episode 1. I'm still reliving the official announcement of this game when it came out. Like I can't believe this is here. Okay. Turnabout trigger. Oh, I'm getting sent. Oh, I think my friend is. Hold on. Let me silence my phone. Someone's sending me a message. Here he comes! The presidential plane descends from the western skies. I can't read fast. Making its final approach of something. Just listen to that crowd! Welcome, 𝐢𝐽. Welcome, Mr. President. Now, sir, your audience awaits. Oh wait, no, this is the starting area. Yeah, okay, no. Honored friends and allies, I'm here to deliver a message to odious criminals that dogged my beloved something thanks to the prosecutor's office of your great country. You have a most heartfelt gratitude. However, friends, do not forget the battle against evil rages on. Here today, I make you this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice. Ah! Call the prosecutor's office! Get Miles Edgeworth here right away! If anyone can solve this, he can! Oh, look at him! That's our man. Okay, so no, the room one is a different one, I'm thinking. March 25th, 2:46 p.m. Gourd Lake, spectator area. Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. The news must be halfway around the world already. After all, it's not every day an attempt is made on the life of a nation's president. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor. I came as soon as I got the call. The moment the phone rang, I knew it was serious. Mr. Edgeworth! Thank goodness you're here, sir! Oh, gumfuck, I miss you. I mean, dick, gum shit! I say that as a joke and it just came out naturally. This is Dick Gumshoe, a detective with the local precinct. He's the one usually assigned to my cases. How's the president, detective? We still don't know, Mr. Edgeworth. The medics just boarded the plane a few minutes ago. I see. Hope he's alright. And I suppose you'd better show me the scene of the crime instead. Right away, sir! Hey, I said hey! Yeah, you! Ruffles! This is what I think it is? It should be her. There she is! Who's that? Oh, doesn't she have like a southern accent? Wait, no. Doesn't she? She's like Lotta Hart's like apprentice, isn't it? Oh fuck, I haven't pulled a southern accent in so long. We'll warm up to it, alright? For now. I won't strain my throat a bit too hard. You're the prosecutor in charge of this here case, ain't ya? Wanna give me your first impressions? Anything strike y'all is odd? No comment. Detective Gumshoe with me. Oh, she tried. Come on now, Mr. Prosecutor, don't be like that! Miss Edgeworth, wait for me! The appropriate reaction. We love Edgeworth. Now, detective, I'll need the facts of the case in as much detail as you can give me. Hello, Penta! Also, hi, Sean! Holy crap, Ace Attorney, yes. I don't know how many months it's been since my last Ace Attorney stream. I honestly thought I'd like go a little bit longer before I started playing Investigations 2, but then one of the Steam sales popped up and I was like, alright, maybe I do want to fold. Let's see if this series is gonna have another 10-hour stream again. We'll see. I don't think in my original playthrough of it, I don't think I ever had a 10-hour stream in it. Honestly, I only started like doing 10-hour streams more during I guess when I did start Great Ace Attorney. Like I feel like it became more like regular than usual since then. Only 1/3 of chapter. I feel like when I played Honkai Star Rail, like sometimes it did, but like I feel like even with Star Rail, it only like those 10-hour streams only started happening during and after Great Ace Attorney. We'll see. We'll see. For Great Ace Attorney, I had a bit more like drive because I didn't know anything about the story. It was like a blind playthrough situation. I don't know if I'm gonna have it here because I recognize most of the story. But I could very easily turn back on those words knowing the kind of person I am. What was it? Well, the scene was right here at Gold Lake, as you already know. A bunch of people are gathered to welcome the president of Zhengfa. Dijang Wang. Yes, I read about his visit. It's been all over the news for days now. Newspaper clipping, a special report about President Dijang Wang. It was raining until just before he landed. Luckily, it let up and he went on stage as planned. And then, smack dab in the middle of his speech, bang! A gun goes off and everybody runs for cover, terrified for their lives. Apparently. Apparently? Truth is, I only just showed up myself. I don't know a whole lot more than you do, sir. He was summoned on short notice as well. Sure was. Right in the middle of my day off. I was at the office taking advantage of the peace and quiet to prepare for my next case. And then the boss himself calls you to the scene. Wait, hold on. Whose dialogue was that? Oh yeah, it was Edgeworth. Does that feel weird? Calls you to the scene. Never a dull moment, huh, Miss Edgeworth? The boss? Yeah, Chief Prosecutor was right here in the park, so the whole thing. First chance he got, he yelled at the top of his lungs. Get me Edgeworth right away! He's the only man for the job! Something like that. I see. Oh, they cordoned the perimeter of the park off as soon as it happened. You'll be happy to know. So our would-be assassin is still here somewhere. Good. Now all you gotta do is find him in the middle of that crowd before they strike again. You're right. We don't know what else our culprit might be planning. These people are in danger. You don't have a moment to lose. Let's begin with the basics. Search every inch of the crime scene for clues, no matter how insignificant they may seem. Precisely. President was shot at, which means a gun was involved. That's our first clue. President was shot at. Security was tight for President Wang's speech, but he was still shot at somehow. Yeah, we've got that mechanic in, which has kind of been the bane of my existence, not gonna lie, because I'm horrible. I'm horrible with it. Alright, duly noted. Detective Gumshoe. How exactly was the security details surrounding the president's speech organized? Well, sir, our officers were mainly focused on securing the perimeter of the park. The president's people took charge of the rest. He has his own team of bodyguards. See those guys over there? Maybe we should ask them a few questions. Want to talk with him? I'll need to walk over. Ah, he's moving! Sir, the president's bodyguards are over there. Ah, so they are. Should walk up to the bodyguards and talk to them. Gumshoe, I know what I'm doing. Let me leave. Gumshoe, I know how to do my job. Can I help you? You're one of the president's bodyguards, correct? Could you tell me how his security detail was arranged during the speech? Two of our senior operatives were attached to the president. The rest secured the stage. This isn't our first rodeo. Anything suspicious in that crowd and we would have spotted it right away. I see. So the president's security was tightly orchestrated for the duration of his speech. Event security! The president's security detail was on the watch throughout for anything suspect. Investigate further. We should speak with other witnesses and continue to look over the crime scene. Can't afford to leave any stone unturned. Oh, she's still going. Wait, how did she... Wasn't there like another like fence thing there? So that's how y'all go about it, huh? Show us something seeing the prayers at work. Yeah, share a little about what happens to that information once you've got a hold of it. Why does it feel awkward trying to read dialogue from the top? I have to like sit back for some reason to read it. Maybe because my you know what? Maybe it's because my monitor is too high. Let me push it down. Bystanders, this one seems persistent, but I can't afford to get distracted. Hey, Ruffles! I asked you a question, dang it! What happens next? Well, we put all the information together and try to find connections, right, sir? Detective! Oh, don't be so hard on the poor guy. So, connections, you say? And? What next? Well, I guess you'd say we connect the dots. Connect one piece of information to another. Mr. Edgeworth's forte. He's a logic master. I can view what information I have and then connect them. I should try it now. Just a quick press and we'll be off down the path of log. Check. Oh, okay. This is different. Doesn't have to be in like a specific order. Hold on. Well, in doubt, surely there's like an achievement where I like fuck up a logic. So if I do ever fuck up, which I probably will despite playing this game before, the cope is that at least I'm doing it for an achievement. It's okay. I'm assuming there would be one. Surely they would reward me for fucking up, right? I don't think that's right. Despite the president's tight security, the perpetrator still managed to carry out the attack, fully undetected by hold on. Fuck. I can say it. No, I can't. Why can't I say words? I'm trying to like use Google Dictionary to say it to me so that I can say it back. But it's not playing and now I look stupid. What the fuck? Hold on. With that, hold on. For some reason, I feel like all of my notifications for everything has been going off lately, even though I'm supposed to have like auto like silence notifications so that I can focus on streaming. I just heard a Discord notification and now it's like psyching me out. My friend sent a meme. Thanks. Thanks, man. Thanks, bro. Let me close. Okay. That should be off. This should be off. Firefox, please stay off. Now let me try and say a word. Fuck. Contingent of highly trained bodyguards. No mean feat. This would have taken some serious planning. In other words, the assassination attempt was almost certainly premeditated. The president was targeted during his speech, a premeditated attack. That's the stuff, Mr. Edgeworth. Your logic never fails, huh? Indeed. All we need to do is find the right clues and make the right connections between them. Make the wrong connections, however, and we'll only wind up further from the truth. At least the bar is still the same. God forbid I take less amount of attacks during something. I take too many L's as it is during Ace Attorney. Which means I must make well-reasoned connections if I intend to draw logical conclusions. Lakeside stage. The investigation started. Examine things. Simply need to walk up to the way. I get it. Okay. Wow, everything is so crispy in my eyes. It feels weird. I'm having that like situation again where I can't process like this game being full screen. I had this during Spirits of Justice. for the Apollo Justice trilogy. And then, well, I got used to it in Great Ace Attorney by then. It felt more natural because I think everything was just how everything was made in Great Ace Attorney. But here it feels weird because everything is 2D. There's like no 3D whatsoever. Okay, so we can talk with this guy. I found anything of note, officer? No, sir, not a thing. No fingerprints, no footprints, nothing. That is to say, none that stand out, sir. After everything, after everybody touched and walked over, all over everything. Detective Gumshoe, did he sound pleased about having no evidence to catalog? I'll, speak to his commanding officer about it, sir. Salary reviews coming up soon and all. Oh dear. Mr. Officer here taking pictures of, Detective. The wicked will be cherished beneath the righteous hammer of justice. Look like he's reading off of these papers here, Mr. Edgeworth. Pro speech tips number 3. Speak slowly and confidently to win your audience around. Hey, this is good stuff. Better get a shot of this one too. Instead of focusing on that speech, how about you focus on your work instead, officer? I don't think this investigation is going to go particularly well if the forensics team is doing jack shit. President, okay. I'm at liberty to share that information with local law enforcement. What did you say to him? You let us on that plane, pal, or you might just regret it. Sorry, I can't let you do that. Oh, no one respects the badge anymore. I suppose this is something of an international incident. All the more reason to find the killer as soon as we possibly can. President had a nasty surprise while he was giving his speech. Same thing happened to me when I was a kid, right in the middle of a public speaking contest. There I was yammering away when all of a sudden, earthquake! Almost jumped out of my skin. That sounds terrifying. Even the word earthquake makes me queasy. What? You were listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought you were ignoring my little aside like always. Oh my god, I can move him! Gumshoe, come here. Hold on. You can push him around. I don't know why that's so entertaining. No. I was as surprised as you, sir, but there's no mistaking it. It's the Still Samurai. The Still Samurai, warrior of Neo Tokyo. It's a popular TV show. Old, young, it doesn't matter. It truly has something for everyone. Beats me why they had a Still Samurai balloon at a welcome party for a foreign president. It is a little odd, although now that I think about it, what better hero to represent our nation? Must score the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Okay, this is as normal. My only experience with Ace Attorney has been from meme of people flinging insults arguing about a flourless pancake. So I'm curious to see what these games are really about. What meme is that? Well, interestingly enough, this is Investigations, which is a spin-off, I guess, from like the usual like franchise like gameplay of it, but it's essentially the same, I feel like. So all of this exploring I'm doing is the essence of it is the same in like the original like other games, but moving around like we are is completely new. But this investigation is like a personal favorite of mine out of all the Ace Attorney games, because it is the reason that I kept going down the rabbit hole to playing all the Ace Attorney games. Like, I was happy to stop at the first trilogy when I played it many years ago, but then I was like, you know what, let's try playing Investigations, and then just went downhill from there. But I am playing the second one, so there's a lot of story here things. So for those that don't know anything about Ace Attorney, it might be a little bit confusing, but you can still kind of follow along. But like the underlying story might be a little bit confusing. Ivor! We're watching Peak here. Yes, Ace Attorney is back. I can't wait for all the weird shit that's gonna go down. Most Peak Ace Attorney game right now. I feel like Investigation specifically has a lot, like a special place in all the AA fans' hearts. But mine as well. So looks awkward, not gonna lie, especially Edgeworth's face proportion. It looks big. It feels a little bit off, I will say that, but I just don't know because I'm not used to it. Because I get that they're trying to like keep to like everything the same, but they still have to like update everything. Because it's like almost directly proportional to like the pixel version, you know? But since it's like cleaner, it feels off, but I'll grow used to it, honestly. These flowers are in full bloom. They look exotic, but I don't know the species. My favorite flowers are maybe roses? Yeah, roses and lilies. Roses make me think of weddings. Ah, the romance. And lilies, well, that's funerals, I guess. Sad, but part of life, you know. It's no coincidence that both types of occasions tend to feature a free buffet, I imagine. Come on, sir! That's not fair! He's not wrong. And that one's important. Breaks your heart, don't it? It does. What villainy could have befallen him? Witnesses said he'd popped right about when the gun went off, which would strongly suggest that a bullet struck the balloon. Popped the moment the gun went off, pierced by a bullet. Possibly. Looks like we got a case of cold-blooded samurai murder on our hands. The sacrilege won't rest until the culprit has been apprehended. The fact that he's more like emotionally charged because it's still samurai, which is a very Edgeworth thing, but like I think it's funny where it's like, the president died, alright, sure. Still samurai! You fucker! That's like, that's Edgeworth. Detective, we cannot let this vile assassin escape. We won't, sir! You can count on it! Still samurai balloon. I started out floating to the right of the lakeside stage, but has since been popped. Okay, what else? Anything else but the flag? No. So only 3 things, I believe, to investigate. It's a flag of 𝐢𝐧𝐟𝐨. The key motif is a blazing red phoenix. Wait, what's this? Something the matter, sir? You don't see it, detective. There's something unusual about this flag. Compare it with the one on the other side of the stage, if you will. Well, that's a beauty right there. Just look at it flapping in the wind. It's immaculate. Exactly. Which is how a flag should look. And yet, here we see quite a different picture. One thing in particular stands out, don't you think? Right, of course. Is it, I give up. Come on, spill the beans. You can lead a horse to water. You just have to move the cursor to the problematic spot and highlight the difference. Not RT.
Take that.
Weird placement. Look closely. Do you see the hole? Whoa, look at that. You're right, sir. And note the burn marks around the edges. That's a bullet hole. There's no mistaking it. A bullet hole? So you're saying a bullet went through the slag? Yes, Gumshoe. That would be the implication, yes. Flag with bullet hole. Located to the right of the stage, pierced by a bullet. I think I've gathered enough information for the moment. Time to put the pieces together and see what we can figure out. D? Okay. Can I leave? Can I go down? No. Oh, now I can talk to her. Hey, Ruffles! How's the investigation coming along? Anything y'all want to share? Ugh, here we go again. I'm not in the habit of sharing the details of confidential investigations with strangers. Dang, you sure are one tough cookie. I ain't about to head back to Chief Lotta empty-handed. But I know that name from somewhere. No, must be my imagination. Oh, I can't wait to see the interactions again. Okay, I think that is... Oh, no. It's a bright red balloon bobbing on the surface of the lake. Reminds me of sending balloon letters back when I was a kid. You write a letter, see? Then you tie it to a balloon and set it floating off to see if somebody writes back. It's quite an ingenious idea. And did anybody write back? No. You kind of need a balloon that actually floats first. That's where your plan fell apart? Okay, I think we can put all the pieces back together. Oh, I know. Oh, I know, this is investigating thing. So it doesn't show a tick. That's interesting. Yeah. So you'll say that if you've explored everything, or explored anything important, I guess you could say. But yes, alright. We can talk to Gumshoe. Yes, sir? Notice anything. Well, the rain stopped and it was falling right up until the president got here. Even the mist has lifted, barely a cloud in the sky. Huh. You sound disappointed, detective. I was supposed to be fishing, right here on this lake, in fact, and the big ones only come out when it's wet. The park was sealed off for the president's visit. No regular use allowed. You know the rules. Nothing regular about reeling in a whopper, sir! This was gonna be special! I feel our ideas of special might be rather different. Still, I can't fucking say words. Fuck it. So in fact, this is what he thinks about at a time like this. By investigating. You remember how to properly conduct an investigation, don't you? Sure I do, sir. First off, you gotta gather information all the you can. This is just going through the tutorial. For anyone that doesn't know how to play the game, I'm skimming through. So. Read quickly! Gathering information. This might also be a tutorial thing. Once you get enough, you can start making connections, yeah. Alright. House of logic. Blah 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 blah. Good job, guys. Okay, so we've got this one and then this one, right? Pierced by a bullet, pierced by a bullet. There's a bullet hole in the flag, and it seems highly likely the balloon was popped by a bullet too. Which means 2 shots were fired, right, sir? Possibly even 3. The president was shot at as well, remember? Equally, the hole in the flag and the hole in the balloon could have been made by the same bullet. What we need to know is how many gunshots there were. Good job, guys. Usually it's not that fast. Alright, on with the Ruffles! Ruffles! Y'all figured something out, huh? Care to share?
Who exactly is she, and why does she keep shouting at us? Rubbernecker, I guess. Seems pretty interested in the case. Come on, give me something here! We do need to speak with some witnesses to find out how many gunshots there were. Fine, let's see if she can tell us anything. There y'all are! Tabby Lloyd at your service. I'll get into the case, well, just for me right now, but... Looking into the case. Miss Lloyd, was it? Miss Lloyd, there's something I like. Well, what can you tell me? Any exclusive details you want to share? How about the perp? Have they made any demands? What about them? What about them there ruffles? Where does a fella buy a cravat like that? We be quiet for a moment. I'll be asking the questions here. Dang, I thought I could get me something juicy from my piece. To know about the shooting, can you tell me how many gunshots you heard? Why, I most certainly cannot. I beg your pardon. I can't just be handing out leads for free. That stuff's my livelihood. Oh, come on, don't hold out on us. We all gotta share sometimes. Me? Hold out on you? Well, if y'all gonna be like that, I'll be moving right along. Goodbye. Wait for what exactly, huh? Huh? If you got nothing for me, I'm gone. Oh, we're fresh out of moves here. Out of moves, huh? Wouldn't be so sure. Well, what do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? As you know, detective, I like to play a little— No! This is the mechanic that I was talking about! No! 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 This shit's on like a timer. Is it still here? It's so stressful. Oh, I guess we'll see. This is like the one mechanic of investigations that like scare the shit out of me. I like to play a little chess. And what does one do in chess when an opponent adopts a defensive position? Why, the board offers any number of options, but some are more effective than others. Sorry sir, but this is all going way over my head. No matter how impenetrable an opponent's defense may seem, excuse me, it can always be overcome. Watch and learn, detective, as I shatter my opponent's resolve with the power of words. No! I don't know how to play chess as it is. This isn't even technically chess, but like anything that like is like connected to chess, I will be cooked. I'm cooked. You'll never catch me playing chess, not because I don't like the game, it's because I'll never be able to understand how to play. Oh no. And those chess like videos, those YouTube shorts also come up on my feed too. And most of it is like the drama. I don't actually pay attention to anything about the game. When attempting to draw out an entrenched opponent, one must employ certain tactics. Let's picture the board and see if we can anticipate our adversary's next move. Don't send me back to the blue dome! Ah! See, it's on a timer! It's a tutorial, I shouldn't die! It's okay! It's fine. Now we must analyze the state of play. Now I gain nothing out of me, not until you give me something in return. Damn, that's high quality. My opponent has dug herself in deep, her defenses won't be easily broken. But I can't afford to try her patience by taking too long to plot my next move. In other words, I must be conscious not just of my strategy, but also the passing of time. That said, I can't afford to waste words either. In fact, it can pay dividends not to. If my opponent gets too agitated, if you're fixing to ask me something, will you dang well ask it already? I may be able to gain a tactical advantage by calmly biding my time. Then, when I see a crack in my opponent's armor, I bounce. I should begin to by finding out what it is that she does. Alright, time to make my opening gambit. Mine chess, commence. What is it that you do? Why don't you begin by telling me about what it is that you do? Sure, I could totally not do that. Think I don't know when to keep my mouth shut? That's my job. Is it now? So you do something you won't or can't tell anybody about. No, shut up! I ain't no lawbreaker, if that's what you're insinuating. Clearly you're hiding something. Bide my time. Do I force it? Oh no, I can't remember. Well, it doesn't hurt to fuck up. Don't you see? There's no. Oh wait, no, I fucked up. Oh, I say yeah. So it takes off HP if you do fuck up. So find my turn. The verbal offense. So when you fuck up, it goes all the way back to the start, and from there you keep following that same line of path until you get to the right thing. Law-abiding, everyday citizen, and you got no reason to say otherwise. Forgive me, I meant nothing by it. If it's something you can't tell me about, I imagine it must be very important work indeed. Huh? Well, sure, I guess. Leastways, it will be once I bag me my first big scoop. What was that about scoops? Can't we press her because she's not being angry? Oh, such an Edgeworth thing to say. I see. It's a scoop you're after. So you're a journalist, is that correct? Dang! Sure, I'm your friendly neighborhood reporter. Hungriest cub on the beat. That's the mystery of what she does for a living solved. Perhaps our hungry young cub has gathered information vital to the case. Let's make that our next line of inquiry. And then you recover HP when you do win a piece. Opening moves are concluded. The mid-game approaches. What else does she have to tell us? What's the record of your reporting? We'll just do it. Just click as we go, because it doesn't hurt to do that otherwise. You're a reporter, which means you must have been making a record of some kind. You got more questions? You gotta give me some first. That's the deal. I'm in the habit of making deals. Now tell me what I need to know. Sorry, Ruffles, can't help you. And have a clue as to how to push the conversation forward. Try another tag. Were you at the scene of the crime? So you can go back to those when you pick up a clue. So that's how you can go back and forth between it. But usually you just follow a line of inquiry and then go back to the start and just keep repeating from there. The time of the incident, were you present at the scene of the crime? Come on now, Ruffles. You ain't gonna give little old Tabby something first? Absolutely not. Then I ain't giving you nothing neither. You think I'm a sucker? Think again.
Wait, did that just say you're under arrest? Jumping the gun a little bit there, edgy boo.
Come on, this is my career we're talking about here. You gotta give me something. Sadly, the more you know, the more you might find yourself in danger. I ain't scared. I'm a pro. Takes more the sound of a little gunfire to faze me. You heard gunfire, did you? Maybe a pro as you put it, but I'd say you're still a little wet behind the ears. You say you heard gunfire, which proves you were here at the time of the crime. Therefore, you must have seen something. Double dang. Fine. I was here. I saw it. Came to report on the big speech. Wound up reporting on a shooting. And you won't get no more out of me than that. I'm done with your tricks, Ruffles. If she came to report on the event, she must have made a record of some kind. A record I would very much like to get my hands on. There's quite the clue as to where to take the conversation next. So we can go back to the first one. And push through that one. Time to deploy my clue. And then, here you go. You must have a record of something. No self-respecting reporter would leave the house without a means of putting things on the record. So tell me, Miss Lloyd, where is yours? Of course I made a record. I told you I'm a pro. Dang, Neil wore my shoes out running around on this one. Which is why I'm not about to just hand it over to the first person who asks me. I'm not just anyone, young lady. I am the prosecutor in charge of this case. Did you young lady me? You ain't getting it, no matter how many times you ask.
Oh, young lady, you as many times as I like.
You understand, don't you, Ruffles? It ain't nothing personal. I understand that your job is a difficult one. You do? Well, ain't that sweet? In such a competitive field, you must sometimes doubt that you'll ever succeed. No, I'll go plenty far, I'm sure of it, yeah. Just as long as I got my trusty tape record, I'll always be ready to nab me a scoop. I'm interested in your tape recorder. Play me that tape. Look at him. Look at him how smug he is. Intriguing. Young reporter hungry for success. So dedicated to her craft that to leave such an important event unrecorded would be unthinkable. And indeed, she did not. She committed the entire event to tape. Ah, dang it! This is my scoop you're messing with. My big break. Fine, sure. I recorded the whole darn thing. It's all right here. You got me, okay? Checkmate. Look at him. First checkmate, congratulations. And that is going to be there for the rest of the game, and I'm going to howl in pain whenever it appears. Chess will be the bane of my existence for the next month or so. My next month or two. We'll see how long it takes me to clear clear investigations too. Something else, Ruffles? I was trying to be all strong and silent, but he had me singing like a canary. Never mind that, now play us the tape. They should finally tell us how many shots were fired. Fine, he can hear it, but I got conditions. You play me like a fiddle, Ruffles. Only the chief ever played me so good. So you gotta agree to be chief number 2 and be mentor to Rising Star, aka me. Chief number 2? Huh, kinda like a second parent. That's a big responsibility, sir. And one more thing. I want exclusive reporting rights for the first 24 hours. Come on, you gotta say yes. What kind of mentor wouldn't give his star pupil the exclusive, huh? Wow, you've been a mentor for like a minute and you've already gotten a star pupil. She's a difficult woman to refuse, and I need to hear that recording. 24 hours is more than I can promise, but the story's yours until the case is solved. And the job of chief number 2? I think not. Gah. You're no fun. But I guess a girl can't have everything. All for the sake of the scoop, huh? Alright, you got yourself a deal. I got exclusive access starting right this second, Ruffles. Good, then our first order of business is to listen to that tape. Honored friends and allies, I'm here today to deliver a message. The odious criminals that dogged my beloved nation are no more. The President's speech. President passionately addresses the assembled crowd as they're trying to shake off the reports of his declining popularity by sheer force of will. Is this Lloyd? There's me. Can't be a little live commentary to set the scene. Huh? The meeting is scheduled for just after the speech, correct? Seems pretty pleased to be able to put the whole, yada... How do you say this? Hold on. I forgot how I said it before. Yataka... Garasu. Isn't that a better way to, like, say it together? Hold on. Yataka Garasu. Situation behind him. As well he should be. This is a great day for all of us. Whose voices are these? Oh, there was these 2 old guys standing right in front of me. They were whispering away to each other the whole darn time. I know their voices from somewhere. Wait, the part where the gun goes off is right after this. The president thrusts his fist into the air as the excitement reaches fever pitch. Excuse me. The battle against evil rages on. Here today I make you this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice. What the? Miss Lloyd's tape, a recording of the president's speech. 2 gunshots can be clearly heard. So, 2 shots were fired. Yup, and that tells us something. Something very important indeed. It allows us to deduce the trajectory of one of our bullets. Of the 2 shots fired, one hit the president, which means the other must have passed through both the flag and the balloon in that order, which, as you can see, allows us to deduce the position of our shooter. The position, the only possible place from which a bullet could have been fired through the flag and into the balloon is... Hold on. Wait, hold on. That have been fired through the flag and into the balloon. Is it in the crowd, right? Because if it's from this trajectory, would it be here? Hold on. What angle is this? Was it... Would it be... No, here. Sorry, I'm not a straight person, so I can't really... Can't really draw the line very well, I'll be honest. Happy Pride! T? Oh no, R is history. No. Hold on, Z. Fuck. Drawing a line between the flag and the balloon gives us the trajectory of one of our bullets. See, I was far. I was kind of off in the line. I was a little bit higher up. It places our shooter on the left hand side of the spectator area. Bullet trajectory. Extrapolations from bullet trajectories suggest that the 2 shots were fired from the left side of the spectator area. You're a genius, Miss Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe. Need to examine the left side of the spectator area. Roger that, sir. So you need me to clear all those people out of the way, I guess? I do, and what evidence remains to be found may already be deteriorating. So I need you to be quick about it. Yes, sir! Chief! Hey, I'm talking to you, Chief! Suppose you mean me, Miss Lloyd? I surely do. You gotta let me out. Let me help out. This stuff's my forte. I'm the best crowd herder you ever did see. I'll prod pummel and push him whenever you like. Very kind offer, but I think a less hands-on approach would be preferable. Also, about this chief business, I'm nobody's chief. Whatever you say, Miss Edgeworth, sir. Your wish is my command. Somehow doubt that. Go, Gumshoe. Oh, we've got that guy here. Here you go, sir. It's all ready for you. Miss Lloyd here cleared everybody out just like that. You should have seen it. I ain't seen nothing. The chief, my other chief, that is, she sends him running twice as quick. Sounds like quite a formidable character. Perhaps I should go easy on the poor girl. Thank you, but you really shouldn't have. All that running around. Your clothes are covered in mud. I'm here to pay for the cleaning. It's the least I can do. Huh? You mean my jacket? Oh, don't you be worrying your pretty little head about that. It's reversible. All you gotta do is switch it around and alakazam, no more dirt. On the outside perhaps, but you still have something of a problem with the inside. See, that's like painful foreshadowing, isn't it? We're ready to get back to the investigation whenever you are. So, trample the entire area. We'll be lucky to find any traces of our shooter at all. It pronounces the ZH in 𝐢𝐧𝐟𝐨. It sounds like the ZH sound, as in visualize. There's a softer Z sound followed by voiced H sounds. Hold on, I'm trying to... What? Wait, is his name still the same, right? From the first game? I can't remember how I pronounced it before, but I don't think I'm saying it correctly, that's for sure. I have no idea. Usually, like, in cases like this, like, any of, like, the characters in, like, Star Rail or something, whatsoever, etc., right? Where their names is, like, from another language, usually CN, I Google Translate the pronunciation. Which isn't like, I don't know how accurate it is, but it still gives me like a good idea of how it's pronounced. I don't know what it's like for like Ace Attorney. Because I know that like the localization to like English is also different too, so it's a bit confusing. So I have no idea. Negative 300 chess elo brain. It's not negative 300. It's still in the negatives, but I say it's a little bit more than that. Give me some credit. No, seriously, if I played like Clubhouse games or something, I'd be cooked. Like, don't make me play anything that involves like mind games. I'm the kind of person, like, if you put me on a poker table, I do not have a poker face. Like, I would show all of my moves with like my entire being. Like, I think about this a lot even when I'm at work. So in my workplace, I always wear a mask because fumes and stuff like that. Anytime I'm talking with a client or whatever, I always, whenever they tell me like a wild story, I catch myself making like a weird face, or I'm like clenching like my teeth, like, oh, what the hell? Like, how did that happen? And I think to myself, damn, I'm glad I have this mask to like hide a good majority of like my reaction so I don't seem disrespectful. Or like sometimes there's some clients that are a bit rude and I'm like, I gotta grit my teeth and get through this. Like, I do not have a good poker face. Basic casual chess. You gotta know the basic rules, like how the horsey moves and stuff. So, I don't know which pieces move a certain way, but I do know that I do remember how some pieces move, like on like the diagonal or whatever. Because doesn't the horsey like jump to like a spot, and then like one of them goes on the diagonal, and then one of them can only go straight or like side to side, and I know that the pawn can only move like 2 spaces like forward or something. I don't know how the queen moves. That's it. I don't know like the names of all the pieces and which like moves and everything. New translation made her way less southern. I was thinking that she seems a lot more toned down. I thought she'd be aggressive, but I guess like if you think about like between those two, she might be like more tamer because a lot of heart is her like chief, and a lot of heart has quite like a stronger presence, so she would seem more like rough around the edges, and her southerners might seem more. But I thought at least with Lloyd she'd still have some kind of level to it, but no, I guess not. Let's talk though about the incident. You say intended today's ceremony in sorry, Edgeworth. You say you attended today's ceremony in order to gather material for an article of some kind. You bet I did. It ain't the kind of thing that happens every day. And when did the ceremony begin? Right after the rain stopped. I got lucky. It was raining all morning before that. Anyhow, the president's plane touched down right around 1:45, and the speech started at 2 on the nose. What about the shooting? Must have been maybe 20 after? The 20 minutes after the ceremony began. Yeah, shots rang out, tearing through the air that only moments before had been alive with cheers. Then tragedy, the president dropping to the floor, felled by an unknown assassin's bullet. It's 2:25 p.m. on March 25th, and I've been reporting to you live from the scene here at Gold Lake. What was that all about? Sorry, just making some voice notes. Gotta get these ideas down the second they come into the old noggin, you know? Ain't every day you get to report on the assassination of a president, after all. It's dramatic, it's emotional. It's got everything I need to write an article that puts the readers right there on the scene. And did the president really drop to the floor? Officers on the scene said his bodyguards escorted him straight into the presidential plane. Hey, y'all can't blame me for getting a little carried away now, can ya? I better take any testimony she gives with a good-sized pinch of salt. Local reporter. Stop it, calling me a reporter and all. It's kind of weird when somebody else says it. Still, Tabby Lloyd, reporter at large. Does have kind of ring to it, don't you think? But you are a reporter, correct? Sure am. A reporter in training. What? Have you even had any articles published? Fixing to look up my work, huh? Well, that might be tricky. And yet you call yourself a reporter nonetheless. Oh, I soon will be, won't I? This right here's a big old scoop, no mistake about it. And I got the whole thing on tape, didn't miss a second. It's all thanks to my trusty mic and my even trustier tape machine. I'm about to set the journalistic world on fire, just like my mentor before me. You're a mentor. You know the Chief Ruffles? My mentor? My inspiration? No. We have mentioned her repeatedly. Did I? Can't rightly say I remember. What kind of reporter forgets a thing like that? Oh, it's just like the Chief always says. You gotta treat information as irresponsibly as you can. And what kind of mentor says that? Oh, you should have heard her the day she gave me this here tape machine. You be sure and bag yourself the juiciest, sleaziest scoops you can now. You hear? Wonderful. So you're the kind of reporter who sees fire under even the faintest trace of smoke. Nah, I'm the kind of reporter who puffs on the fire till the smoke about chokes you. How is that any better? Oh, God bless those two. Oh, I miss them so. I don't think, yeah, the camera here is like the only thing, but everywhere else is not much importance. Oh, that actually got a good laugh out of me. His name from the first game is Dijun Huang. Now it's Dijun Wang. The country name is same. Oh, okay, yeah, no. I thought so. Dijun sounded the same. I didn't realize it was the last bit was different. Huh. Yeah, no. I remember the country name being the same. Pawn 1 face. 2 first turn. Captures diagonal. Oh, okay. Queen full straight or full diagonal. King 1 step any direction. Bishop's the one or diagonal. Rook is the 1 straight, yeah. Horsey is the L shape. Jump pieces. Oh, okay. I feel like with the bishop and the rook, I mistake those two. But if I remember the rook, then I should remember it goes straight. But you know, that's assuming I keep remembering it for the next like years of my life because I don't ever plan to play chess. If anyone forces me to play chess, it will be like for charity or something. Like the only like things, right? If like as someone that would hate horror, right? I would play that for charity. Like anything I would hate doing. The only reason that could convince me to like play it would be for like for charity. I'd like suck it up and do it for that. Willingly? Never, fucking ever. But like, I would say horror specifically. I would have like a bigger adversary to. Or anything involving insect. Actually, no. Insects is a hard no-go. That's my boundary. But like, I wouldn't mind playing horror games. If it was for like a good cause. Chess learning stream when? None. Never. It won't be fun to watch. You'll just start getting frustrated. It's not gonna be a chess learning stream. It's gonna be how to piss off this amount of people in this amount of time. Or like a speed run pissing off people. That's what the stream is gonna be. It's gonna be a rage bait stream. Which sounds funny on paper, but I'm not gonna be very good at like calming things when I start firing people up, you know? I'm gonna have to handle like the repercussions of pissing off people because of how stupid I am. Bishop's new official name is Atheist Gay Race What? Communism due to a meme. is that happening like around the chess sphere right now? How does that happen? What do you mean? Wait, do I even want to know the context of that? I don't. No, I don't. That's okay. Well, this is quite the situation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgeworth? Ugh. Who is he again? It's Payne, Mr. Edgeworth. Winston Payne. We work together at the prosecutor's office. He's a prosecutor. What brings you here today, Mr. Payne? I'm trying to sound like an asshole. If it's unsettling, then I guess it is doing the job, but I'm unsettling myself. So it's it's doing too good of a job. What indeed? Why, only the invitation of the chief prosecutor himself. His voice, I recognize it from the tape recording. Was he one of the men who was standing in front of Miss Lloyd? And where is the chief prosecutor? Better leave him, afraid. He's a busy man. They let him, and only him, out through the cordon. So he had summoned me on short notice and then left before I even showed up. Rude. Oh, we're not gonna say anything more? This wooden sign looks almost brand new. I imagine it was placed here recently. What's it say? 50 yards to the Gordy Museum and 70 yards to the... never mind. What's the matter, detective? Just read it, will you? 70 yards to the boathouse. Feels like a million years since the whole sorry affair unfolded. Fond memories, detective. Yeah, fond memories, That gave me an achievement! Oh, that's so sad! I like that little bit though. I was thinking, was there ever a sign there in the original? Like, it felt off. Is that new? Is that added in? Why can you go so far up? Okay, I think oh, I know we can... The truck. Television truck appears to be stuck in the mud. Reminds you of the time I pushed your car out of that ditch, sir. Then you just drove away and left me there. Gotta admit, it felt kinda lonely. Did I do that? I think I might have. You came back though, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, they left me there in the mud for maybe 15 minutes, huh? I know you don't forget about me, sir. Of course I wouldn't. Barring those 15 minutes anyways. You're with one of the news channels. I'm trying to hold back my laughter. Yep, can I help you? Must have footage of the event. Do you mind if I take a look? I wish I could help you, but that might be a little tricky. And why is that, huh, pal? You have a problem with you, doing your civic duty or something? I love Gumshoe so much. No, it's just that my camera was knocked over in all the panic. Now I can't get it to work. That footage would have helped immensely. God, just our luck. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! What the? Oh my god, it's Kay! You look like you need a little help, Mr. Edgeworth. I know that voice. Kay! I've missed you so much! Oh my god, here she is! Oh my god, it's been a hot minute! Hold on, let me drink water. Cheers! Cheers! Celebrating one of the best girls! Oh, we love to see it. Honestly, I leave you alone for 2 seconds. But don't worry, your hero's here to save the day. That's right, the one, the only, Kay Ferrate. Hero? Only you would give yourself a title like that. So you're not a great thief anymore. Not right now, but it's not like I quit. I'm just on sabbatical. I'm taking time out for some intensive training. Being the second 𝐢𝐧𝐟𝐨 doesn't come easy. Kay helped me out a few occasions about 2 weeks ago when I was working on a case. The case of the 𝐢𝐧𝐟𝐨, a mysterious thief who seemed to appear and disappear at will, and who claimed only to steal the truth. She calls herself the second Yaragarasu, the successor to the so-called Great Thief.
It's not a lock I can't open or a trap I can't escape. And when it comes to stealing, well, I'm still in training, but I'll get there soon enough.
What are you doing here, Kay?
What do you think I'm doing? I've been enjoying the festivities, of course.
Though she did mention being fond of such things.
And afterwards, I was thinking of dropping by your office to see you guys, but now I don't have to.
Good to see you, kiddo. You're as bright and breezy as ever.
Hey, Gummy, how you been? You're looking pretty full of beans yourself.
So, Kay, are you really here to save the day?
Yup. Prepare for your jaw to hit the floor. Your best pal in the world here only went and took pictures of the whole shebang.
Did you know? You better show them to me.
Wow, your jaw didn't even drop an inch. What's a girl gotta do to impress you, huh?
I know, right? Mr. Prosecutor's here. Mr. Prosecutor's here.
About as much fun as a dang, toothache.
Won't even let me call him Chief.
Oh, but I'm forgetting my manners. Tabby Lloyd, ace reporter at your service. Nice to meet you, Tabby. You're right, he's no fun at all. This one time he...
You two can chat later, okay? Can I see those pictures?
Fine. Yeah.
Oh!
I took this one right when the gun went off. It was total chaos, people running everywhere.
The president and his 2 bodyguards. What's that? Thank you, indeed, Kay. I think you've provided us with a vital clue.
Ow! Your eyes just lit up like a pair of dang Christmas trees. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, care to tell the readers what you've spotted?
A contradiction.
Huh? What now? I don't see nothing strange.
Allow me to show you. This picture shows the moment of the incident, but another piece of evidence shows something different. Need to highlight the point of contradiction.
I got water on my keyboard when I went to drink earlier. Hold on, let me wipe it off carefully.
And employ my powers of deduction. First, to find the contradiction in the photograph.
Isn't it evil that they don't let you look through the evidence?
Yes, this is it. I'll simply press to make my deduction.
What, his eye? His eye? What's wrong with his eye?
Now to present the evidence that proves the contradiction.
This one, no? Wait, it's not the trajectory of the gunshot. Wait. Pause. What? Is it? Hold on. What? Throws his fist into the air as the excitement reaches fever pitch. No? I'm actually confused. How am I really confused? Took this one right when the gun went off. Right when the gun went off. But that's his hand. What? That doesn't have anything to do with it. No? Which one is it? How am I fucking up?
When I fuck up once, I get tilted and I don't know which one it is. Look closely at the picture of the president in this newspaper clipping, if you would, Miss Lloyd. Okay, his photograph. Compare the two carefully. What am I looking for here? Well, I'll be. Indeed, there's something on the president's forehead. Something. Oh no! Hold on, because you don't lead to the assumption that it's a bullet. No, I mean, like a thing, a red dot. I forgot. That's how the game works. I forgot. Okay. You're not supposed to make assumptions and jump the gun. Get it? Gun? God damn it. So that wasn't there in the other picture. What is that? Some kind of birthmark?
Yeah, guy's got a big red birthmark right in the middle of his forehead.
Red birthmark. Photo shows a red dot on the president's forehead during the attack. Well, I doubt a birthmark just sprang up there since the other picture was taken. Did he get bitten by a bug then, maybe?
Yeah, that's it. That's right. There's a big old bug bite. And here I thought it was something important. The look on your face.
You should know that the road to the truth is paved with just seemingly trivial details.
Oh, again with that face. All right, duly noted, Chief.
Case photograph. Photograph of the president at the exact moment the incident occurred. Actually exhausted shit out of me. I forgot. Oh, you can interact with the can. What the fuck?
You even got to pick through the trash yourself? The prosecutor's life ain't easy, huh?
Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir.
Faithful detective scrabbles through the garbage as the prosecutor looks on, his hands unblemished.
See now, come to Papa, little treasures. Is he enjoying himself? Bingo, a popsicle stick. Gotta love the jokes they put on these. Detective. So sorry, sir. Relevant evidence. Relevant evidence. Huh? I think we got something.
Oh my god, it's 3D.
Can we open it? Good work, detective. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
I've talked to Kay.
I didn't realize the trash can was actually a thing that we could investigate.
God damn it.
Everyone's favorite wannabe serial burglar and professionally unsuccessful shoplifter, Kay.
She does her best, okay? That's what makes her charming.
Cover hidden details. So which one? We can rotate the further. Use it to examine and I'll figure it out as we go. Find suspicious areas with the cursor. Edgeworth wouldn't say that. Okay. So the only thing we can interact with is the We open it, and this is a document of some kind. Oh, this looks different. I think so. This is different from the original. It feels like it. What are we looking at here? Presidential security plan? It's a diagram of the president's security arrangements. Shows how the president's bodyguards were positioned. It even has his people's names on it. Rook and Knight. That must be the two from the photo. So his bodyguards aren't natives of 𝐢𝐽. I heard, oh, it was Lloyd. I heard he uses some private security firm. Why not employ people from his own country?
I know why. You want to hear a little Tabby Lloyd exclusive?
You really know something.
Sure I do. I was over at their embassy not so long back sniffing out a story. While I'm there, one of my sources tell me that the president's got more enemies you got hairs on your head. Including a bunch of bigwigs in the National Police Force.
Interesting. He's unable to trust his own domestic law enforcement. I wonder if one of these enemies could have been behind the attempt on his life.
Security plan. A diagram of the president's security arrangements, almost certainly classified. What is it doing dumped there in that bag? You raise an interesting point. The document relating to a matter of national security. It would surely be highly classified. Huh? Well, there's something else in here. Oh my god, a gun! Oh my. What's a gun doing in there? Sir, this bag, it's gotta belong to the... Yes, it could well be been disposed by our would-be assassin. A revolver. It would take a lot of nerve to dump it here amid all the chaos. 6-shot revolver found in a trash can. Not easy to acquire in this country. Could this be the work of a professional? I'll explain the security plan too. I think we need to take a very close look at our latest find. This is a laser sight. It can be lined up with a target to make aiming a bit easier. If I press this here... Yep, definitely a red laser. Could the assassin have used a laser sight to target the president? Laser sight attached to the gun that was used in the attempt. Shines a red laser. Why does this remind me of something? I think it's time to go over the information we've collected so far. Hold on, let me interact with the... 2 spent bullets in the cylinder matching the 2 gunshots heard on the recording. That proves it! This must be the weapon that was used! Revolver, found in a trash can on the left side of the spectator area, fitted with a laser sight, 2 spent bullets. That bag was a real find, huh? Just goes to show you, a bag in the hand is worth 2 in the trash. Nice work, detective. Now there's something else I'd like to ask of you if you don't mind. I need you to take the bag and the gun to forensics and see if they can find any prints. On it, sir! A good set of fingerprints could really help this investigation along. Got the results for you, sir! That was quick. You bet it was. Told the text it was ultra super high priority. But they came up empty. And they checked everywhere. Inside and out, top to bottom, sir! And they even took the bullets out of the gun and dusted them. Should have known it wouldn't be that easy. Yeah, so that's... We've already talked to Lloyd. It should only be K for today. Okay, let me put on my thing properly. Because I said I was cold, but I didn't properly put on my thing because I put it on my lap. Now I'm actually cold. But again, international leader to just land in a random public park with at least 2 murder cases there instead of airport. They want a time limit, right? I don't know. That really begs the question, doesn't it? It's really bad for the public image. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna come to this park ever again. Actually, no, it's gonna become a tourist spot at this point. Like, why does this keep happening? But that would be so scary. I would never come here. Oh god, okay. Please bear with me.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth? Hey, Ferrado. Do you like my big entrance? Bet I really am your hero now, huh?
Well, your evidence helped things along, certainly.
Hey, I'm the second Yatagarasu, remember? All in a day's work. Kinda wish I could have showed you how far I've really come with the whole great thief thing, though.
The training you mentioned about that.
Don't worry. Haven't stolen anything yet, I promise.
Great thief.
So the whole, great thief thing is just on hold. For now, anyway.
That's a relief, I suppose.
Yeah, I wanted to get out there and start stealing back the truth like my dad. But I still got a ways to go with my training. And I need to find some partners in crime.
Hope she means that figuratively.
I can't be the only girl in the world looking to pull off the most daring heist ever attempted.
True, but not many people are looking to pull off a career in larceny either, I'd wager. About the incident.
Yep, no doubt about it. If you compare the pic I took to the newspaper clipping, the red birthmark stands out like a sore thumb. That's a contradiction, alright?
Indeed, though I very much doubt it's due to a birthmark suddenly appearing.
Oh, that reminds me. I might have to steal that line of yours. The road to the truth is paved is paved with seemingly trivial thefts.
Funny, I don't remember that being the exact sequence of words I used.
Why just rob a house and you can rearrange the furniture too?
You may call it rearranging, but I call it irretrievably corrupting. We'll get to hopefully see more of Kay. But she's very in and out, if I remember correctly, in the second game. Does Gumshoe have anything different to say? Does this... No? Why don't you need pictures of the crowd anyhow? Stupid, nosy news hounds. Well, it is rather newsworthy event, detective. Don't let them get to you. But they're taking your pictures, sir, and mine. I never signed away my image rights, and neither did you. Wait there, I'll be right back. He ran off before I could stop him. I was looking for whoever photographed him, and annoying everybody else in the process. Will you ever stop finding new ways to surprise me? And this should be tutorial stuff. So you've forgotten my first name. Well, exactly how you insinuating, detective. I know your first name perfectly well. You say so, sir. Just remember that all the evidence you get. If you say so, sir, is a wild response. I just quickly skim through these if it's anything different or any more back talking. Lick it down. Heck, even lick it if it helps. Do whatever it takes. Smash it to pieces and put it all under a microscope if you have to. Am I your spirit detective? Well, I'll stop short of the destruction of evidence if it's all the same to you. That's my little joke, sir. Guess I got a little carried away. Exactly my worry. If I ever met a man who would pulverize a piece of evidence, it's you. Hey, leave him alone. He does his best. Okay, so we can combine this and this. Insertion! I solved the mystery of the red birthmark. Really? So it wasn't a bug bite? No, what we're dealing with isn't something that would itch for a day and then disappear. It would itch and disappear in a second. It is, in fact, the beam of a laser sight. Then our killer was aiming to shoot the president square in the forehead? Shortly after this picture was taken, a second shot rang out. Yeah, that's gonna do more than an itch. Indeed, I fear the president may be in even more danger than we thought. The gun we found was the weapon used in the crime. Revolver updated. Used in the attempt. Why would the perp use a laser sight though?
He's right. You'd stand out like crazy using something like that. Pew, pew, pew. It's not like you can just go around shooting lasers all over the place.
No, and anyone who saw it could trace it right back to the shooter. Seems like a pretty bad idea all around.
Oh, I almost forgot. I took a couple more pictures. Maybe the laser sight's in one of them.
It's a long shot, but it's worth a look at least. Okay, let's see these other pictures.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Let's see. First up, here's one I took just before everything started going south.
She took a selfie. She's so cute!
Might be more useful to us if half the frame wasn't taken up with your face.
Hey, can you blame me for wanting to get a selfie with the president? Lucky for you, this was right before the gun went off. And this one I showed you before is from just after the first shot was fired. The second shot came just seconds after this. Then there's...
What's this? I can hardly see anything.
I got knocked over when everyone started running right after that last picture. Guess I must have pressed the shutter by accident.
Not sure this one's gonna be much use, kid. No, it's very helpful.
And that's all of them.
Kay's photographs. 3 photographs taken before, during, and after the shooting. Time to take a closer look. Examine the picture from before the shooting. Let's look at Kay a little bit longer. Then a hint of the laser sight here in this picture. Not R, T.
Take that.
There, I see it. What is it, sir? Look closely at the person with the red hood.
Whoa, there it is.
Indeed, that's our laser sight right there. So that's our perp! The one in the red hood must be the shooter, yes.
We found them, and all thanks to yours truly.
Indeed, you led us right to the greatest treasure of all, Miss Great Thief, the truth. You may have captured our would-be assassin in one of your other pictures too. Let's take another look. Red hood suspect could be in one of these photographs after shooting. This person with the red hood here somewhere.
Hi.
Fuck! T. That's gonna happen a lot, by the way. I'm gonna be opening the history by accident just because the R and T is next to each other.
Look right there.
A red jacket. That must be our suspect. Looks like they took advantage of the confusion to make their getaway. Well, luckily, we can see exactly where they were headed.
The samurai dog stand.
Precisely. Which means they escaped towards the right-hand side of the spectator area. Detective Gumshoe! Move them the fuck away! Alright, skedaddle! Come on! Ah, I forgot about this scene. So scary. Look at isn't this absolutely frightening? Like, what is this? Oh my god. We now have you, my little Red Riding Hood. The entire park is cordoned off and we know which way you went. Now it's simply a matter of hunting you down. When the case selfie part comes up, I preemptively sent you a short video to watch in the server. You'll like it. Oh my god, I went through it so quickly. Let me check it now. Not too late, is it? Check the prosecutor's badge, most important thing. I should. I forget to always check with the badge. You do. Case selfie is taken before unfortunate events. Is this a compilation? Hope nothing bad happens. No! It's just K's How could you do that to her? No! Like all the CGs. Oh, I stopped at the fucking Athena bit with the mum! Oh my god! No! Athena! Let's stop on that one. Oh my god. The video is just Kay in that selfie pose and then like every CG in the game that has been like really like something bad really happened. Well, most of them have been like deaths, no? Oh no, not all of them. Wait, what? Wait, is it just all of the CGs? Hold on. There's one where she runs a little K rubs her nose on 𝐢𝐧𝐟𝐨's cravat. Wait, that one's actually kind of cute. Well, thank you for sending that video, Picker Castle. Oh, you did her absolutely dirty. That's so cruel. Kay, no! I would stop photography right then. Oh shit! Oops. Imagine Kay with a little lower pitch voice than you do. Not gonna lie, same. Like when I think about all the girls in Ace Attorney, Kay I feel like would have like a probably like the slightly less high pitch as well. But I'm doing it because I need to be able to differentiate her with all the new like other characters that we get throughout the game. So I'm trying. But it's just so that her voice is a bit more distinct than the others. My voice range is very limited after all. But for now, that's for Kay. I can't remember what other female characters we get though, so maybe I could like switch hers up. We'll see. Not a frightening scene, it's just a little poor ice cream seller with stitches on his face. But it's so creepy! Like, all like the air to it is so freaky. Sorry to kill her, but like, I don't know what they did for that portrait of yours, but you look absolutely terrifying. Like he's wearing a red raincoat, but like, it wasn't raining during the time of the thing. My man was wearing it before then. Wait, was he wearing it before then? Probably not. Or probably, no. He only took it off here, huh? Man. So they moved, yeah, everyone away. We still... Oh, I know he has updated... No, you have updated dialogue.
Well, it's quite the situation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgeworth? It's Payne, Mr. Edgeworth, and Winston Payne. We work together at the prosecutor's office.
What brings you here today, Mr. Payne? Yeah, no, it's the same. Why did it look... The tick disappeared. Now it's there. Is it because we're in a new area? Oh, I know, this one's updated. Is there no way you can recover the footage you lost? No easy way, no. Sorry. Can't we get a little of it back? Not even a few seconds. Not through it either, buddy. But the tape's completely busted, okay? Completely busted. Afraid so. These people trampled it into the dirt. Man, my director's gonna kill me. Oh, this poor guy's livelihood is at stake now. Okay, just want to see if there's any updated dialogue. The banner advertising the rifle rifle range has fallen over. It must have been knocked down in the crush. It's covered in footprints too. The crowd must have really panicked. Hey, no way I can buy one of these? Why would you wish to? Don't tell me you're thinking of riding a gumshoe on it and wearing it on your back. What? How'd you guess? Are you a mind reader, sir? Is that it? It was a joke. But I should have known that nothing's impossible when it comes to the good detective. He'd look cute with it. You just need to wear a backpack all the time and then it would make sense. Don't like... Isn't that a thing some backpackers do? When like in groups, there's like a big... Actually, no. Like tourist groups would have that. Like one of them will have like a backpack, like the one leading... They have like a little flag or something. There are toy rifles lined up along the counter. Ooh, a rifle range. I'm good at those, sir. A regular sharpshooter. I thought you said you hated guns. Oh, I don't hate them. I just don't really like them. Isn't that basically the same thing? Must score the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Let's see the least useful things. It's flimsy looking fruit stand made of plywood, but it sells samurai dogs. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I've got 150 if you know. You're not actually suggesting I subsidize you eating on the job. Oh, I didn't mean to. That is, maybe when we're done? Fine. When we have finished investigating, you can have one. And only one, understood? Sorry, sir, I never should have. Wait, did you say I could have one? Yes. Why, is something the matter? No, it's... I wasn't expecting you to... Thanks, sir. I love those two so much. The interaction is so cute. It says samurai dogs, now with Sakura relish, just in time for spring. Sakura, huh? What does that taste like? Well, Sakura is cherry blossom, so I guess maybe cherries. But blossoms are blossoms and cherries are cherries, huh? They're totally different things. But you're right, I suppose. So what does Sakura really taste like? This is my kind of mystery. Guess we'll know when you get to eat it afterwards. I think, yeah, there you go. Wait, hold on. Was that everything else? Was there one more thing? No, okay. I'm hoping that was it. There's something red down there. Detective Gumshoe, can you see what it is? See what that is under the stand, please. There's something down there, alright? Let's see. Oh my god! A red raincoat! This must be.
The one the suspect was wearing.
Must have taken it off and hidden it under there before they made their escape.
Red raincoat, seemingly discarded by the person in the red hood, found under the samurai dog stand.
There you go. There's the. Oh yeah, there's this one. But is that everything else? I'm gonna make sure we get all the dialogue. That's the reason why I'm playing this game for the second time. What's this? A red button! Hey, do you think... Red button? Seems it was torn off of something found near the samurai dog stand. Could have been dropped by a red hooded suspect. Yes, it certainly seems likely. The sleeve, it's inside out. The button is missing too. Raincoat sleeve. The right sleeve is inside out and a button is missing. We really gotta piece those two together? I guess so. There's nothing unusual about the left sleeve. Nope, it's not inside out and the button's still attached. Seems entirely too neat to have been removed in a hurry and thrown on the ground. Dip, 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 dip. Okay. Let's do this. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, let's look the K. Wait, do these two have anything different? They just moved? Oh, it's the same. Actually, can I present you my badge? Also, I forgot to look at the badge. I said I would do that and I completely forgot. Each prosecutor's badge is engraved with the number of its owner on the back. Numbers, as if we're not human on the inside like everyone else. This badge design is said to reflect the relentlessness and discipline of law enforcement. It comes from the authority vested in us as strict protectors of the law and executors of sentences, much like harsh winter frosts and blazing summer days. The wearer is to identify oneself as a prosecutor, but I have no interest in doing so. I think that's it. Usually there's only two sides for a prosecutor badge.
That's a cool badge. Very severe.
As it should be. After all, it symbolizes both the sanctity and the strictness of the law.
Yeah, well, my badge symbolizes, love, justice, peace, courage, duty, and compassion.
And what about your beloved truth? That thing's pretty small. You don't lose it all the time? The sacred symbol of my office. No, detective, I do not. This is a good thing I'm no prosecutor, huh? I have lost 100 this week alone. I mean, I lose my badge at least that often. That's quite a talent. He also has some things to say, but let's present to not Lloyd. I'm gonna keep thinking of Vlodder now. L.
I've heard about those. These? How come it ain't stuck to your badge or whatever?
Because that's not the custom.
It is too. All those wear 'em. I done seen it. So, what's the story with yours?
No comment.
Guess these legal eagles gotta make themselves feel superior to us regular folks somehow.
I'd like it to be on the record that I made no such comment. He takes it personally either way. Okay, let's see what he says about the points of interest in every crime scene. All you gotta do is, yeah, I know, detective. I understand. I know how to investigate. We've been through this. We've been through this. I like that the tutorial's always there though in the start. Gumshoe, I get it. I get it. Gumshoe. Gumshoe. About the assassin. Red Hood's gonna stand out like a sore thumb, sir. Our perp's as good as in the bag. Don't let your confidence blind you, detective. Mustn't close our... Excuse me. We mustn't close our minds to other possibilities. You mean, yeah, it's like on that show. You made an arrest based on a jacket? Can't believe you, Gumshoe. Something tells me whatever show this is, you watch entirely too much of it. You bet I do. Kids Mystery Theater's the best. And they have this trivia quiz at the end, and we should get back to finding our assassin. Aw, she'll think so. Caught dead once again. He just wants to. It's like someone with ADHD wants to like talk about the hyperfixation, you know. Let him talk, Edgeworth. Hold on, what was I doing? Logic. So we just combine these ones. The button we found seems to have come from this raincoat. It must have been pulled loose when the killer took it off. Huh. The right sleeve's inside out too. Since it was removed in a hurry, fast enough to tear a button off, no less. I surmise our assassin disposed of their gun and bag in the trash immediately after shooting at the president. Then they slipped into the panicked crowd and moved from the left to the right side of the spectator area. This was because they knew the trajectory of the bullet would point to a shooter on the left side. Finally, they removed the raincoat and hid it under the samurai dog stand. The killer would have needed to get rid of the coat as soon as possible, hence its hurried removal. The fact that the right sleeve is inside out is a testament to how quickly it was taken off. Yep, that and the missing button. The question, of course, is why didn't the same thing happen to the left side? Wasn't it because of an... Hold on. Like, pause first off. For anyone that's here, I have played through the fan made of this before. So, lots of spoiler, like, warnings throughout the streams, okay? If you're experiencing this for the first time, it's probably better to watch someone else anyways, because this isn't a blind playthrough. I recommend like anyone else. Watch anyone else. I'm not very good at reading, so but like, warning. Is it because of like an injury that he has? And then the right sleeve is inside out. Indeed, and the button on the left side is still securely attached. So, what does that mean, Mr. Edgeworth? For to answer that question, Detective, we'll need to inspect the raincoat in more detail. First off, let's... Anything more on the backside? No? Okay. It's a bright red raincoat, sir! Red as red can be. The sight of it is getting me kind of fired up, I gotta say. Quite the raging bull, aren't you, Detective? That's me, sir. I'm always ready to charge into action. Yeah, so to my defense. Let's take a closer look at the inside of the raincoat. Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir!
Yeah.
The right sleeve is inside out.
And you can clearly see where the button was torn off.
Yes, whoever discarded this raincoat did so in quite a hurry. Can we still inspect this? No, now that we've opened it. Come on, extra dialogue. Come on. Come on. No? Okay. This is a blood stain. And considering where it's located, I'd say the blood belongs to our would-be assassin. So looking for someone with an injury? Not just any injury, Detective, an injury on their left arm. Huh? How do we know that? Well, it's simple! The right sleeve is inside out, suggesting that the suspect removed their raincoat in a hurry. Conversely, the left sleeve is just as we would expect it to be. Therefore, the suspect's left arm was never in the sleeve in the first place. And once we understood that, everything else falls into place. Now, Detective, there's a blood stain on the left side lining of the raincoat because the suspect's arm was too injured to fit through the sleeve. Precisely, or at least we could say that there is a good probability that was the case. Red raincoat, there's blood on the inside. The person who was wearing it must have an injured left arm. Pieces are starting to fall into place. Good job! Back to normal! At full health this entire time. Detective Gumshoe, I need to go and search the crowd for likely suspects. Yes, sir! Suspicious characters with injured left arms coming right on!
You're even smarter than you look, Ruffles. Taking all them itty-bitty pieces and putting them together like that. You'll have your man in no time. That's Mr. Edgeworth for you.
Park is still cordoned off, so a would-be assassin should be in that crowd somewhere. Don't let me down, Detective Gumshoe. March 25th, 3:27 p.m. Gourd Lake Spectator Area. Miss Edgeworth, we found someone who fits the bill perfectly, sir.
Wait, and nab the assassin, Gummy.
Hold on, Kay. It's a little soon to be jumping to conclusions. For the moment, they're a person of interest and nothing more, understood?
Okay, no jumping.
He's our shooter, sir, I'm sure of it. He's the guy who tried to take out the president. In broad daylight, surrounded by a crowd of witnesses, this is no ordinary assassin. Bring him over here, detective. Carefully.
Oh, I can't wait to see him. Come on, boys! You heard me! You heard me, Edgeworth!
Wait, his model's kind of cute. Like, it fits him perfectly. Well, I guess he has a very distinct face, to be fair. It would be easier.
There he is, Shelly!
No umbrella and a bandage on his left arm. Well, pal, say your name already. Doe. John Doe!
Charmed, I'm sure.
John Doe. That name you often hear in real life. That's correct. I know this man from somewhere, I'm sure of it. And you are Prosecutor Edgeworth. You know my name? Of course. I've been following the day's development with some interest. Now, perhaps you'd care to explain why you've asked to speak with me? As you've been following our investigation, you're no doubt already aware of who we're looking for. So let me ask you, do you recognize this raincoat by any chance? Forgive me, but I am afraid I do not. I see. Well, I believe its owner to be the would-be assassin we are seeking. My? Well, isn't that just shocking? And this same would-be assassin happens to have an injured left arm, just like you. All I can tell you is that I had nothing to do with this unfortunate affair. He's not lying, is the funny thing. In a way. Ish. This, specifically, technically. Technically.
The two adversaries stare each other down, their eyes like deadly lasers. Care to tell the readers what happens next?
A showdown. That's what. A battle of wits. A battle of words.
Oh wait, shit, we're going into chess already? Yeah.
I'll let him explain any further what he thinks this upcoming battle will entail. And let's not go there. Is this like repeating the tutorial? I'm sure. Let's experience everything. In a battle of wits, you never know if or when the other guy might be lying or just plain mistaken. But if you spot an inconsistency in a statement of theirs, you gotta present the evidence that proves it. And to do that, I need to first open my organizer and present my evidence.
And what if there ain't no inconsistencies to find? Then you change tack, press for more information, and see what you can shake loose.
Indeed, I can press my opponent.
Why don't you show us how it's done, Miss Edgeworth? Stepping up to bat, our nation's top prosecutor.
Once I'm able to quietly gather my thoughts, yes. It's not chess. It's the courtroom. In a smaller like situation, a smaller scale. That was what I was thinking of. Smaller scale.
So this is why I say that investigation is quite similar to how the original like Ace Attorney like play style like format is like, because we still have like these kinds of situations. Like the only thing that's like vastly different with investigation is just that like chess situation thing, so the mind chess thing, which is very unique to Edgeworth. Like it makes sense. Like each character, I guess you could say, in Ace Attorney has like their own like little niche thing.
But like the overall thing is that most like the presenting and stuff that we do is relatively the same to like the other Ace Attorney games. This is an explanation for those that don't that are experiencing the Ace Attorney games for the first time. I love the killer theme. I know, right? It's so distinct to him. It's so good. I can't remember if you can still go back through the things. You can, can't you? Like, this is basically the same as, like, the courtroom. Okay. I can understand why whoever wore the raincoat would be of interest to you. We have no proof that this person is injured as you claim. My left arm may be injured, but I can still use my right. When it started raining, I simply opened my umbrella. No raincoat required. So you contend that you were not wearing a raincoat, is that correct? It is, and is that so strange? Not everyone wears one after all. I happen to prefer an umbrella. Me too.
Team Raincoat over here. They're perfect for when a girl really needs to move. Heck, I don't use neither. Come rain, sleet, snow, or shine, it's my trusty parka every time.
Not exactly the line of inquiry I was hoping to pursue. So you see, I am not your would-be killer. And I'm not in the habit of making baseless accusations, Mr. Doe. Please, I am just a simple ice cream oh my. Forgive me, my wound seems to have begun bleeding again in all the excitement. Owner of the raincoat is definitely our assassin, and said owner also has an injured left arm. I'm on to you, Mr. Doe. It's only a matter of time.
Doe's position.
Yeah, you can't. Okay, same. Yeah, it's the same. So we keep pressing him for everything. So you admit that whoever wore the raincoat is a person of interest. I know they are. I was able to follow most of your investigation from the spectator area. One never thinks one could get caught up in such an awful thing as an assassination. I would give him an accent, but I'm not confident in like any accents whatsoever. Like I'm still trying to like get my southern accent for Lloyd down. Hold it. Please just bear with me for today. So you'd like to see some proof that the owner of the raincoat has an injury? I would certainly expect such a renowned prosecutor to have some. Ugh. Still don't understand how you know who I am. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, you're famous! He probably read about you in the newspaper. I have also been observing you and your work lest you forget. I don't believe a word he says. If I can prove he's lying, we'd be one step closer to apprehending our shooter. My nose is so itchy. Hay fever. Am I beheaded? That looks like quite a serious injury, Mr. Doe. How long ago did it happen exactly? Oh, not long. That's all you're going to say on the subject? Well, it certainly made serving ice cream more difficult. And stopped me from holding my umbrella while I work.
Hold it. Last statement.
And yet you don't seem to have an umbrella on you at the moment. Didn't the rain stop only a short while ago, just before the shooting? It did indeed. I remember, because I was suddenly inundated with customers. That was less than an hour ago. Are you trying to tell me you lost your umbrella in that short span of time? Yes, that is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. After all, it only takes a moment for someone to steal an umbrella, especially in a crowd of that size. That's entirely possible, I suppose. Had my umbrella when it was raining, Mr. Edgeworth. That is a fact. Then he lost that umbrella to the crowd, huh? Guess it's just one of those things. Suppose you're going to tell me that his rude reopening is also just one of those things too. Well, it kinda is, eh? The assassin's left arm is injured.
Oh, you can see like the marks of the
what is it called?
The cast, like the cloth. You can see like the lines. That's so cool.
Even though it's like completely white, on his sprite, as is Mr. Doe's. Why, it's even bleeding as we speak. You're right, that is pretty suspicious. Nonetheless, we need to find something concrete that will link Mr. Doe to the crime.
I should open my organizer and look over the evidence.
Alright, let me remind myself what he said. The second one, no? No proof that this person is injured as you claim. And so if we present an evidence of the raincoat, right, must have an injured left arm. Because he would make that noise as he's doing that pose every time. You seem like a careful man, Mr. Doe, but not quite careful enough. After all, you left something behind.
Left!
Sorry. Something of vital importance. I'm afraid you must have confused... You have me confused with somebody else. The code does not belong to me. Or, do you claim to have some kind of proof to support your accusation? Your arm isn't troubling you too much, I hope? Your wound seems to be bleeding again. I'll survive, although I can't pretend it's not something of an inconvenience. You have my deepest sympathies, because if it wasn't bleeding quite so badly, you could have perhaps made a clean getaway. What exactly are you insinuating? As we have already established, whoever wore the raincoat is injured, and now I can prove that the person was you, with a decisive piece of evidence. I like that the ice cream melts. The killer has a stellar poker face. It would never show, but it would show it on anything else, or like anything else on him. You see, Mr. Doe, there's a small amount of blood on the inside of this raincoat, blood that belongs to our assassin.
Not the ice cream!
What's okay, it's back. Such a murder of a foreign leader? Causing a diplomatic incident? They'll throw the book at you! You can give us a silent treatment all you like, but we don't need you to talk. A simple blood test will give us the answer we require. All it takes is for us to compare the blood on your bandages with that on the coat, and that will be that. We have the evidence. Why did you make it easier on all of us and come clean? Admit that you were the one who attempted to assassinate the president of 𝐢𝐽𝐺𝐺. I am not your assassin. You're stubborn, I'll give you that. But if this were a game of chess, you would already be in checkmate. Now do the honorable thing and admit defeat! He doesn't look like a man with no moves left to play. Very well, you have me. I'll admit it. I was wearing the raincoat. You confess! Say the word or I'll slap the cuffs on him right now! But I did not shoot at the president. What? Mr. Edgeworth, the only thing you have proven is that I was wearing a particular raincoat. And as far as I am aware, that is not a crime. Ah! Part 2. I am no assassin. I am a simple ice cream seller. One who happened to be wearing a red raincoat while watching the president speak. I was as surprised as anyone when his bodyguard sprang into action and the shots rang out. That's when the spectators panicked and started running and screaming for their lives. Now, are you finally satisfied that I am telling the truth?
As if your story stinks! You don't scare me. The evidence is on our side, you know. Look, it's right there, plain as day. The assassin, and they're wearing a red raincoat.
Intriguing, but that is not me.
Oh, come on!
Tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, do you really think I was the only one in the entire park wearing a red raincoat today? I do, actually. But then why? Why does he seem so sure of himself?
Hold it!
A simple ice cream seller, but a knowledgeable one, I assume. On the subject of ice cream, at least. But of course, ask me anything you wish. I don't know the first thing about ice cream. You know what the most important thing about making ice cream is, of course.
Mr. Edgeworth.
And the most important thing about making ice cream is to approach it with a virtuous heart. And what does virtue have to do with anything? Without proper reverence for the craft, I'm afraid all you'll ever make are sweetened crystals of ice. There, I hope that you I hope that you now see I'm nothing more than an ice cream seller. I think you've been too passionate in your craft, though. As far as I'm concerned, most of the people that are like ice cream sellers are just people trying to like sell like good like people like average wages selling like food, like mainly kids. I'll never get over when at one of the malls when I was overseas in Vietnam that we went to, the food court area, there's like this little ice cream like stand that was just outside like this really big food court in this really massive mall that we went to. And I thought it was such like a good spot. It was such a good spot for them to like place their stand. It's like it's quite a narrow path for like a shopping center anyways, for you to like walk past, but they put their little stand there in the corner. So anytime you did need to go into the food court, you had to take this path in and then turn another corner to go through this like lane of all the shops. And we did buy ice cream there, largely because my relative wanted to eat it, and a lot of the flavors were kind of fucking weird, not gonna lie. But we bought it. I went to try it. It tasted so mid. Like it was kind of bad, not gonna lie. So it's so scummy that they were able to put their stand there and make so much revenue with such mid-ass ice cream. I'm pretty sure one of the flavors was like cheese. Like that shit looked like saturated yellow. Like cheese as in I feel like a savory kind of cheese and not like a cheesecake flavor or anything like that. If it was a cheesecake flavor, fine. But that shit was yellow. It looks kind of foul. A lot of the flavors that they had there weren't really like the typical flavors either. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about like the flavors of ice cream that you would have in Vietnam because we didn't eat much of it. But that cheese one put me off so much. It was so mid. It was so they were just there to make money, man. There was no craft to it. The killer, can you take over that stand? Can you bring justice to the ice cream in that mall, please? I'm sure there was like other stores there that did sell like good ice cream, but they were like all around the place. We were at the food court and we're eating like a early dinner. So and we also ate we ate like a Japanese spot that like focused on udon. So it was quite humid the season that we came to Vietnam. So us eating something hot in like a hot weather, ice cream would have been perfect. But then the ice cream was mid as fuck, and that just made me sad more than anything. Imagine finishing your meal with something that was just absolutely disappointing. The udon was so good, by the way. Like, I miss it so much. I think I took a photo. It was so good. I'm craving it now. It makes sense in the weather that I'm in now because it's winter here. Anything brothy and warm, perfect. And then that fucking ice cream came in and ruined everything. Why a raincoat? Why were you not using an umbrella? Is that so strange? It was a rainy morning. Most people were wearing a jacket of some kind. Well, I'd say it's a pretty strange choice, considering you couldn't get one of your arms into it. Better than having one of my hands occupied by an umbrella. I had ice cream to serve after all. And then why go to such lengths to avoid testifying to that effect in the first place? Forgive me, I simply hadn't remembered until now. It's been an eventful day after all. Eventful? Well, I hardly know what else to call it, Mr. Edgeworth. The president of 𝐢𝐽 was shot at.
Hold it!
So you saw the bodyguards move before you heard the gunshots? Yes, if I recall correctly, they moved first. At least, the one on the left did. You're rather observant, Mr. Day. I am, blessed with keen eyes. Does he ever open his eyes? I don't remember. The names of the bodyguards were written in the top left corner of the security plan. Did I ever read this out loud? No, I didn't. I'll read it after. And the one on the left was Rook. That's correct. Bastion Rook, I believe. I expect he noticed the light from the laser sight. The man is no amateur. Mr. Doe knows a little too much about the business of being a bodyguard for my liking. Let's say our friend here is no amateur either. I would like you to append what you just said to your testimony if you don't mind. As you wish. Wait, I should have said that statement. The bodyguard on the left, Bastion Rook, was it? Was especially quick to respond. See? I keep pressing escape thinking it'll go back, but the key binds in Ace Attorney games are very specific. So the bodyguard on the left was the first to move. By the smallest fraction, yes. He reacted admirably swiftly. His name was Bastion Rook, did you say? It appears you assessed the situation quite astutely. No more so than anybody else, I'm sure. He's good, he didn't even flinch. And then I'll press this one and then I'll actually read through all the evidence that we have on us. So you yourself didn't start running and screaming. I was hardly in a position to.
Oh yeah? And what position were you in?
One of extreme pain. Somebody bumped right into my wounded arm, hard. It was excruciating. I thought my eyes would pop out of my head.
Yeah? Well, they clearly didn't.
Of course they didn't, Kay. In any event, the shooter was wearing a red raincoat. We have photographic proof of that, and yet...
Mr. John Doe here swears it wasn't him.
Guys, lying through his teeth, I tell you! No gets away with disrespecting Mr. Edgeworth, pal. Not on my watch! Calm down, detective. We will get the truth out of him by catching him in a lie.
Yeah, so let's keep at him. He'll let something slip soon.
Pleasant. So this says... Yeah, we can't read through those. That doesn't have much to say. This was already said earlier. These are all visuals. Okay. So let's cover for Lakeside now. Eyes on this area. Rook repositioned in light of Knight's injury. Knight's injury. Knight to immediately escort President to plane in case of emergency. Stay frosty. We know who might be in the audience. March 24th, yeah. Lead Rook, second Knight. Which one was the updated one? Oh. Hold on, what's the contradiction? Most certainly classified. Is it to imply... Usually I would say before every option, but because we actually have the leisure of taking a bit more damage than usual and it regenerates when you complete like a section of the investigation, I will be a bit more reckless than I would be in my other Ace Attorney playthroughs. Although I should probably start saving anyways. Now that I should at least make my first one. Yeah, I'll make my first one. Let's make my in the event that the game crashes, because that can happen. Let's at least do that. There's an autosave, you know. Yeah, I think it is his name. Usually the updated one is always the one that you choose, but I'm feeling a bit reluctant. Oh, not reluctant, hesitant. I guess it doesn't hurt to see. If it's not it, it's probably... Could be. We can always take a look. That's something else. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. As I suspected, you are more than what you claim to be, Mr. Doe. You overestimate me, Mr. Edward. Oh, then tell me how a simple ice cream seller knows one of the presidential bodyguards' name. What? You jest, surely? You were the one who spoke their names aloud. Rook and Knight, was it? We only know those names thanks to the security plan. But look closely, only their surnames appear. Yet we all clearly heard you say the name Bastion Rook. How did you come to possess such information? Information we ourselves didn't have. Seems pretty darn suspicious to me. Well, how'd you know? Explain yourself. It was merely a slip of the tongue.
Another lie! He is the assassin, just like we said.
Come now, miss. It's a little soon to be jumping to such conclusions. I did know their names, yes, and the reason for that is... Well, I know Mr. Rook. He and I are acquainted. What? We have something of a connection. And his is a name I could never forget. I think we're stupid, pal. Stop lying! I am not lying. I am, and as I have always been, a simple ice cream seller.
Oh, humble little ice cream man.
An acquaintance of Bastion Rook, yes. And I suppose Mr. Rook will confirm that. It should be easy enough for him to remember his good friend, the slippery ice cream seller, correct? Please, you are more than welcome to ask him. Although, I think that might be difficult right now. I would imagine he's rather busy ensuring the president's safety. But I suppose you are able to speak with him, and he does deny that he and I are acquainted. How would that help you prove I was the shooter? If you weren't the shooter, why take off your raincoat? Because it was no longer raining. In fact, it had grown quite warm. Far better to let my wound breathe, no? Or would you rather I had let it fester? Gah, he is actually going to worm his way out of this.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Hurry up and arrest the man! He's clearly guilty. If I were you, he'd be in jail already.
You might be willing to arrest a man without sufficient proof, but I am not.
No! Come on, Miss Edgeworth. There's got to be something you can do. Shocking scenes here, as the culprit seems all but certain to escape justice.
Seems the court of public opinion has spoken. Very well. As I will clearly be viewed with suspicion no matter what I say, I might as well share what I know. What you know? What's his angle here? I saw them.
Ah!
I saw another person with a red hood.
What? Are you kidding?
It's the person you captured in your photograph. I first noticed them just before the president's speech began. It was still raining then. Their outfit was the same color as my own, which is what drew my attention, as did the laser beam that was aimed directly at the president's head. He's claiming there was another red-hooded person? Preposterous! I knew that if anyone saw me dressed similarly to this individual, I could fall under suspicion myself, and so naturally, I removed my raincoat. So not only did you see the assassin, but they were wearing exactly the same thing as you. How very convenient. I thought you might find it far-fetched, hence my not mentioning it until now. I know you law enforcement people are very skeptical types. You would never have believed me. Especially not if I had said that the shooter was standing right next to a certain prosecutor. Well, I know you don't mean me. I wasn't even summoned until after the shooting. No, not you, Mr. Edgeworth. Your colleague over there.
Huh? Me?
Yes, the photograph will prove it, I am sure. You see, right there in front of the person with the red hood.
That's me, yes, but what exactly are you saying?
What's his endgame here? As I mentioned, I have been following your investigation with some interest, Mr. Edgeworth. And while pondering the details, I noticed something strange. Strange? What exactly? Come now. A man of your talents should be more than capable of spotting a contradiction such as this. I'm afraid I don't follow.
The picture shows the chief prosecutor, Mr. Payne, and the shooter. But there's nothing weird about that, is there?
Think carefully. The picture was taken right in the middle of the president's speech. One of the other pieces of evidence you gathered is inconsistent with what we see here.
What is Mr. Dove talking about? Which piece of evidence is inconsistent with what's in the photo in the picture?
Inconsistent.
Before the president's sign it.
So,
hold on. Hold on. I don't know. Hold on. This is the photo before, like, right before the shooting. He raises his hand as the shooting, and then he gets supposedly shot, but it's just the red laser. His Three shots were fired? Wait, actually I have no clue. Hold on. I'm sure right there in front of what you're saying here, especially while pondering the I know something strange. Of your talent should be more than capable. Picture was taken right in the middle of the president's speech. One of the other pieces of evidence you gather is inconsistent with what we see here. Inconsistent. 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 During. Did I have trouble with this last time? Because I wouldn't be surprised if I did. What the fuck? I can present anything, but like I don't mind taking L, but like nothing is connecting in my brain. It has something to do with the red. Is it the red laser? Or do you mean how the red dot would have struck the president? No? Hold on. No, that does make sense though, but if- hold on. I don't know! If it's not that one, then... What does K say? You prosecute Mr. Payne and the shooter. Oh, I have no idea. I'll randomly present. Why is nothing coming to mind? Honestly.
Take that.
Not that one. It's not that one. Does it have to do with the gun itself? Chief Prosecutor now suspect in the red coat. The president is in the middle of his speech here. I need to think carefully about this moment in time. In the middle of his speech. I have no idea. Think of suspect is you can go in the middle of a speech. What does that mean?
Take that.
Not that. I mean, that does link up the most, but what's in the tape that doesn't make sense? What are they talking about in the tape that doesn't make sense? The tape contradicts the photograph. You have noticed that last.
What's he going on about, Mr. Edgeworth?
Someone's missing. Someone who should be here.
Huh? But who?
Who indeed? The person who is missing from this photograph is... What, her? Just because she's not there?
Take that.
Huh?
Miss Lloyd? Oh, because... Oh! I thought she was just further back. I'm a real. Fucking hell. What the hell? I need to remember this is how Ace Attorney games work. What you see is right in front of you. That's it. That's the simplicity of it.
How do you figure that?
Mr. Payne's voice can clearly be heard on Miss Lloyd's tape, considering that he was conducting a private conversation with the chief prosecutor. This whole guy said, away to each other the whole time. Must have been very close indeed to capture it on tape.
You're right, but she's not in the picture.
Precisely. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you still believe that you have been hounding the right person? Miss Lloyd, would you mind answering a few questions?
Oh yeah, fixing to put me under the microscope now. Alright, sure. Knock yourselves out. I got nothing to hide.
Miss Lloyd's testimony.
Ain't like I was standing still the whole time. Nah, I was running all over, roving reporter style, and that was a big old crowd. Guess the picture must have been taken while I was in one spot and the tapes from when I was in another. So quit giving me the evil eye, ain't nothing but a misunderstanding.
There's no doubt about the voices on the tape. It was Mr. Payne and the chief prosecutor, I'm certain of it.
Tabby wouldn't lie to us, I know she wouldn't. But if she did, that would mean...
She's a perp!
Yeah, quit messing with me as if I could have done a thing like that, little old me.
I'd be inclined to believe you if your testimony didn't contain a glaring inconsistency.
It does? I thought it was pretty good.
I have no choice but to present her with the evidence and expose the contradiction. We'll press her for everything.
Hold it.
Why would you be moving around if your main aim was to record the president's speech?
What now? How do you mean?
Surely the speech would have been best recorded from a single consistent position.
Well, see, that is,
Oh yeah, ambiance. That's the word I was looking for. Gotta capture the ambiance. Can't put the electrical atmosphere down in print if I don't have a bunch of it on tape for inspiration.
Surely all you achieved was to fill the tape with unwanted background noise.
Y'all are questioning my methods now? I don't do stand still, alright?
Me too, same. I'm the kind of person that can't sit or stand for like long periods of time. I always have to like move my legs around. Like I'm the kind of person that keeps like standing on like one leg or something like that and like shifting it constantly or like bending my legs and like that. And when I'm sitting down, I can't sit for long periods of time. Like on stream, like all of my streams, you guys will like probably hear me just like shifting around in my chair and whatnot because I can't help but like constantly move myself. I can't stand sitting still for long periods of time. You are running all over. Where exactly? Wait. Okay.
Okay. Here then, everywhere, I guess. What, y'all don't know what all over means? You think I remember exactly where I was and went in a crowd like that? What do you want from me?
I'd like you to at least tell us whether you were to the left or the right side of the stage.
Left? Yeah, left, I think.
Suspect in the picture was on the left-hand side, too. Coincidence? So the fact that you are not in the picture is to be expected. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Surely is. I got your pals the prosecutors on tape while I was in one part of the crowd, and then that picture was snapped while I was off someplace else. Look at it that way and it all makes perfect sense.
Your assertion, then, is that the picture and your recording were taken at different points in the speech.
Yep, timing's everything, and you'll learn that soon enough in this line of work.
So if you can prove that the two things did happen at the same time, the entire defense will come tumbling down.
The fist thing, I think, is how you get her?
I think so. I could be wrong. Evil eye? Are you suggesting that I might be attempting to intimidate a witness?
No, I'm just suggesting that you line up a little. Run that way for too long and it'll stick. Ain't nothing so bad that a little smile can't make better, wouldn't ya say, Ruffles? Wouldn't ya?
I'm investigating the shooting of a president, Miss Lloyd. A smile is highly unlikely to help with that.
So proclaimed the prosecutor, all the while beaming from ear to ear. Paragraph ends.
Perhaps what I ought to do is deploy my even evil eye on her next time.
I just can't get a read on her. But I don't feel like she's hiding anything super bad either.
I agree that she doesn't seem to be ill-intentioned, but who knows if that means something much worse is lying just underneath. Regardless, we must put aside our immediate impressions. Her actions are on the record, and I have proof that contradicts her testimony. I'm not gonna lie, the more I read, the more my throat is starting to like take a toll. Hopefully I can get through this tutorial quick. Save my voice. I think it's this one. Miss Lloyd, it's imperative for a reporter not to lie when you say.
You're dang right it is, and I don't lie.
And yet, the photograph and the recording were definitely taken at the same time.
What? You can't prove that.
Oh, but I can. The evidence is right here in these pictures. This one in particular shows something that lines up precisely with when you were making your recording.
My part of the picture indicates I must have been dead at the same time as Miss Lloyd's recording.
This bit, I think so. I think so.
Take that.
His armpit. See here, the president has his fist raised.
And what about it?
Would you be so kind as to play us the tape again?
It ain't that simple.
What if I were to tell you that you don't have a choice? So threatening.
Ugh, you don't make it easy, do ya, Ruffles?
Remember, we are concerned with the moment the president raised his fists.
No criminal organization, no matter how big it's above the law, time reaches a fever pitch.
There, that's the moment right there. Correct. We now confirmed when it occurred in the recording.
Which means Tabby should be in the picture too.
And she is right there for all to see. Miss Lloyd is in fact the person with the red hood.
What?
So you are a shooter, huh?
No. I don't even own a jacket like that.
That's right, from everything we know, the owner of the red raincoat is... The owner of the red raincoat? Hold on, which raincoat are we talking about? I'm gonna get this wrong because I can't read. Owner of the raincoat. The owner of that raincoat? Or the hold on. Incorrect. Oh, the raincoat we missed. No, incorrect. I'm sorry. She doesn't have injury. So, hold on. Because I know that the red raincoat that she... I was thinking of like the one in the photo. Pause. We've already proven that the raincoat belongs to Mr. Doe. You, Miss Lloyd, were wearing something else. Something that also happened to have a red hood. So there were two people with red hoods all along. Indeed, Mr. Doe's last statement was true.
Wait, but we only found one raincoat. Where's the other one?
The ice cream seller never mentioned a raincoat, only a red hood. So tell us about your jacket again, Miss Lloyd.
Huh? This old thing? Well, the best thing about it, like I said, is if you get mud and such on it, it's reversible, see? So you just turn it inside out and... Ah!
Just as I thought.
The inside of a hood, it's...
red. I clicked so quickly. That's right, and when the incident occurred, that's the side of the hood that was visible. What's going on here? What were you really up to, huh, pal?
Wait, I never even wore it that way around.
Perhaps if you would allow us to examine it, we could confirm that for ourselves.
Y'all gonna confirm that how exactly?
It was raining right up until the president's speech, correct? That must have been established already. And as you yourself said...
It's my trusty parka every time.
If you haven't reversed your parka since the rain, then the inside should be dry.
But wait a sec now, I got this big old backpack on, see? So I can't take off my jacket. Yeah. Maybe I could show y'all some other time.
You think an excuse that wig isn't gonna wash with Miss Edgeworth?
Oh.
Well, what are you waiting for? If you're innocent, take it off and show us!
It wasn't me, I swear. I never shot the dang president, I could never.
If that's true, Miss Lloyd, then your best option is to cooperate and tell us the truth. Is there a particular reason why you chose to wear a parka with a red hood here today?
Sorry, Ruffles. There's something I never told you. Something I couldn't. Well, I'll come clean, I promise. Just go easy on me now, here?
Well, it's been so long. But you said that. Hold your horses. It's a little soon for the endgame. There he is! It goes for you too, Mr. Prosecutor. You lost this one the moment you made your opening move. That's one of the men from Kay's photograph. Guess I better introduce myself. Name's Bronco Knight. I'm the president's personal bodyguard and second in command of his security detail.
Ugh!
But that thing's someplace else, pal. What is wrong with you? Sorry, can't help myself. It's just too much fun being this good. Arrogant much? You're not a member of law enforcement, so how did you get a gun? So girls on loan from Jungfa, temporarily issued to us presidential bodyguards. Anyway, never mind that. I got 2 tidbits of news for you. You want the good or the bad first? Choice is yours. I'm indifferent, whichever you prefer. Really? You're giving up the first move advantage just like that? Whatever, your loss. Guess I'll push out the first pawn then. So you play a little chess, I take it. Ah, fellow fan, are you Mr. Red Seat? The name's Edgeworth, and you could say I dabble. Duly noted, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, I'll start with the good news. The president's okay, he didn't suffer so much as a scratch. He didn't? That's a relief! Particularly for the young lady here, that means there is no longer a murder charge on the table.
That is good news, huh, Tappy? Yeah, cause I'd never.
Now for the bad news. The only reason the president's alive is because we bodyguards did our job. One of us anyhow did. Oh, well, one of us did anyhow. Our boss. Put himself in the line of fire. You're referring to your colleague, Mr. Rook. Yeah, it's game over for him. No way! Rook is dead. A genuine loss.
So, you're saying that, Tabby?
Yeah, your friend here killed my colleague, my brother-in-arms.
Yeah, oh, heck no! I didn't do it. I didn't kill anybody. I could never.
I'd shut my mouth if I were you, murderer. Surely we did what we had to do, sacrifice one of our pieces to protect the king. But to lose someone like him during a castling, it's a real shame. Castling? What's that even mean? It's a chess term. Very simplistically speaking,
It's a move.
where a rook switches places with the king. Then why did he just say so? Mr. Knight, was it? Yeah, what? We'll need to see the victim's body right away, and if possible, I'd like to ask the president a few questions. Sorry, no can do. And why not? That's the best. Third piece of news, it's the piece you're gonna like the least. But you said there were only 2. The National Police Force of 𝐢𝐧𝐟𝐨 will be handling things from here. What? You better be kidding, pal! This investigation was assigned to us. We're not about to hand it over. Yeah, the Edgeworth, right? The one who solved the 𝐢𝐧𝐟𝐨 case. The president mentioned you. Honored to have warranted his attention. Makes sense that the chief prosecutor would sign this one to you. Wait, the chief assigned me to appease the president. Well, that was a mistake, a big one. You should have given the case to somebody with a spine. Feel free to take it up with the president, with President Wang, if you enjoy diplomatic incidents, that is. Yeah, you're coming with me. We'll continue this on the presidential plane.
No, no. I never did nothing, I swear.
We can do this the hard way if you like, but in 𝐢𝐽𝐹, justice is served one way or the other.
Lloyd! Ruffles, come on. You gotta help me out here, please.
It's Lloyd. She was the one in the red hood, there's no denying that now. But I can't help feeling we still don't know the whole truth behind this case.
I'm innocent, you gotta believe me.
Can I really let this happen? Is this really how it ends? The look in her eyes, the crack in her voice as she begs me to help her. This is no act by a criminal, she's genuinely scared. And if I let him take her, we'll never know what really happened.
Eek! What?
Huh? What the?
If I remember correctly, this is the scene I'm excited about.
Get your filthy hands off him!
He strikes!
Quiet now, is that really any way to greet me? Your neck has barely begun to heal and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. What? It's you! Ah, so you do remember. What do you think you're doing, pal? Put the knife down and give it up! You got some nerve pulling a stunt like this in front of a bunch of police officers? Don't even think about it, you don't stand a chance against this guy.
Who are you really, Mr. Doe?
Let's just say that I'm no simple ice cream seller. I'm no longer a humble ice cream seller. Guy's a pro, a hitman. His name's Shelly the Killer. The Killer? There's not a legal professional in the country who doesn't know that name. An assassin capable of taking down any target, any place, any time. This isn't the first time our paths have crossed. It's been too long, Mr. Edgeworth. But of course, this is the first time we've met face to face. You're the assassin we've been looking for? In a sense, yes. A certain someone did indeed hire me to carry out a contract. And that contract did indeed specify that I was to assassinate President Wong. So I've seen his picture in one of my old files before, but I could have been so careless. My bandage proved useful for bringing a knife into the park undetected, but I miscalculated in certain other regards. He didn't bring a gun. Now, shall we play a little game, Mr. Knight? I know how fond you are of such diversions. The stakes must be high in order for it to be fun, of course. Shall we wager, say, your life? What do you want from me? I would like for you to allow Mr. Edgeworth to remain in charge of the case. What? What are you up to, the Killer? I would simply like our mutual friend to see things through to their conclusion.
But why?
Bastion Rook was a man of great skill, one with whom I felt a certain connection. It was only right that the truth behind his death be brought to light. With Mr. Rook's departure, the case is now yours to investigate, is it not, Mr. Knight? I'm simply asking you to transfer that authority to Mr. Edgeworth. That's not something worth losing your life over, surely? She's using the investigation as an excuse to get close to the president! Am I really? I suppose it is true that in order for the investigation to proceed, we will need to enter the presidential plane. You think I'm gonna let you near him? I'm his chief bodyguard! Are you? And I thought you were only second in command. Rook's not around. That means I'm number one! I wonder if you have what it takes to step into such capable shoes. Yeah, of course I do. I'm the leader now. Me! If that is indeed the case, then I would ask that you make a choice worthy of a leader. Will you, needlessly, throw away your life, or will you allow the investigation to continue? Ugh. Is he really doing this to gain access to the president? Does he even need to? What is he plotting? You have no objections, I trust, Mr. Edgeworth? Come, let us continue the investigation.
My face is itchy.
Oh my god, they have such a height difference now that we can see them here. What the heck?
What do you do, sir? Would seem we have little choice but to do as we're told. That said, I was a detective and listened well. I'll buy some time as I investigate. Meanwhile, you gather the other officers, have them surround the plane and make absolutely certain that there is no way he can escape. Yes, sir, you got it.
Whoo, that was the first part of the story. See? In this situation, usually I would continue. Usually, keyword usually. Even if it would make the stream a little bit longer than usual, I would usually continue. However, I do have a sore throat and I don't want to push myself in the event that the second half does get a bit intense. I don't think, if I remember correctly, it shouldn't be that long. Either way, I just don't want to strain my voice, which is the thing, the main thing. So I will put it for tomorrow and I'll continue more tomorrow. This feels a bit earlier than how I would usually do these streams. Usually it's at least like 4 hours plus, or like 4.5 hours to 5. But damn, of course, such is the health of my voice. I would like to maintain for a long time. So I'll continue more tomorrow. Let me go back to the incorrect. I want to go back to the main menu. I don't need to save. What am I doing? Oh, look at that! So it shows like the current thing. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that! It was like the
the courtroom before, but now it's the opening CG. Cool. I like that a lot. Okay. With that, I will call it for today's stream. I hope everyone has enjoyed the start of Investigations 2 story. I'm very excited, truly, to continue on with this. Wait, hold on. How did Investigations 1 start? Was it the room? Was it the room just as I remembered it? It's like the whole plane thing, though? For everything to go down. Yeah, okay, I remember. Anyways, yeah. I'll be doing, like I said, more tomorrow, so if you would like to, for those that are, actually, yeah, for those that, you know, do know the investigation story, and so those that don't, I do hope you tune in for tomorrow and continue the story with me. It's quite, like, it does fall back on the first game a little bit, but, like, a lot of it is, like, the general theme, like, the general story of it. So a lot of, like, the cases we do are relatively standalone, so even if you're new to the series and don't know anything, even though I'm playing the second one, you can still kind of follow along and just experience the story alongside me and everyone here, so. Please come and please come and experience the story with me. I was trying to find words, but I couldn't. Yes. It has me intrigued, I have to say. Ace Attorney is really good on the stories. Like, that's why I went down the rabbit hole. If I didn't, like, genuinely, if I didn't continue after the first trilogy with Investigations, I would have probably not gone as far as I did. Like, I'm so glad I went with the Investigations instead of, like, starting into Apollo Justice. I wonder how many people went into Apollo Justice now I think about it. So Apollo Justice is the second trilogy of the Ace Attorney series, and most people, I feel like, kind of see that as like the immediate like sequel, which it is, but Investigations is the spin-off like filler, and it gives you more like idea about the world of Ace Attorney because it's from the Prosecutor side, so Miles' side with everything, so it's cool. I like it. So I'm glad you've enjoyed it, Vesla. But yes, with that, tomorrow will be more of it. For now, I will go rest up my throat. Hopefully it gets better tomorrow, just a little bit, so that I can keep voicing. I'm very excited to be playing Ace Attorney again. Still not over that I immediately jumped into it, even though I thought I'd wait a couple more months, but the addiction stays, I guess. What can you do? God's crawling back to me and bites me in the ass. But I'm happy to be playing the official translation of the game now, so. Yay! But yes, with that, once again, thank you to everyone that has joined the stream today and stayed and watched through. Thank you to those that have commented and chatted with me tonight. With that, remember everyone, go eat, go drink, go hydrate, and whatnot. If you haven't already, make sure to take care of yourselves. Always put yourselves first. To those on this side of the world, it's not as late as it usually is for my streams for once. Go to bed on time. Knowing me though, I'll probably stay up for like another 3 hours because I've been too used to sleeping yet. So way too late than I should be. It's basically morning by the time I sleep, which is pretty concerning. Anyways, not the point. Not the point. Go rest up if you've stayed up for tonight's stream. But to everyone else around on the other side of the world, do have a good rest of the day. I'll see you guys in the next stream tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow. I'll play more tomorrow. Okay, good night. Bye-bye. Miyuu signing out. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be playing Ace Attorney again. I get all giddy.